one of the top clubs in the country. But as Gabs has said, ideally Villa will want to keep him, but we know they're under financial pressure. More to do, I think, with the UEFA financial regulations than the Premier League ones, but it may be that they have to cash in, particularly if they don't make the
It would upset the manager.
June the 30th as well.
It would upset the manager because he's like his son. He's his favourite player. He plays every game. He's the last one to come off. He loves Morgan Rogers. You know, he brought him for £12 million from Middlesbrough, took a gamble on him, and I agree, £100 million.
It's now frustrating, isn't it? Because if you sell Morgan Rogers, you're sort of almost admitting that you're never really going to bridge that gap.
Financial fair play rules. I'll tell you something now, 100%. These owners want to win it all.
Yeah.
They've said that. The manager says he wants to dream. That's what I'm saying. He'll be so frustrated if he has to sell Rodgers because of financial fair play. If these rules were fair and you didn't have to sell a player to sort out the debt that you might have, then there's no way they would sell Rodgers. Why would you?
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Monday. Welcome to Drive with me, Andy Goldstein, alongside, of course, the Dogs here. Darwin! And Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent.
Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent.
Hold him that. By Jingo, have we got a show for you today?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks you. Nice one.
It comes with a warning, the show. I'm just telling you now, I will be having fun at some of your demise. I'm just telling you. Because we're going to look back at Roberto De Zerbi's first game in charge of Spurs. New manager, same result. But as Jason Cuddy would say, Spurs fans, did you see any signs? Rock and roll royalty. Noel Gallagher will be joining us as Man City pile on the pressure on Arsenal, and we'll be joined by Arsenal legend Luton Town gaffer Jack Wilshere as he gets his hand on his first piece of managerial silverware. Well done, Jack.
Go on, Jackie.
We'll bring all the build up to a big game in the Premier League tonight. Leeds head to Man United. It's exclusive on talkSPORT. And of course, Betty brings us his EFL corner, and we'll get his top 5 talking points of the weekend in Bentley's Tea Time Takeaway. This is Drive Time on talkSPORT. Make sure you bring your dinner to this one, and you can get involved as well. 03717 22 33 44.
Don't take fun from other people losing their demand.
Down, Win, stop it. Stop it, Win. Hello, good afternoon, happy Monday, everyone. How are you, Darren?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
You had a good weekend?
Hey, what a result, Ipswich. Track the boys. Go on, lads.
Yeah.
Norwich.
We'll talk about that. Win, come on, calm down, boy. Win, shut up. Dog, honestly, he's got a mind of his own. How are you, all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, not bad.
Anyone heard from Martin Keown? I know he bizarrely was off today on Martin Jordan. That's strange, isn't it? Isn't that weird? All of a sudden just called in sick. Piers Morgan filled in, did he? No, he didn't turn up either. What a surprise. See,
He's having a giggle.
All the Arsenal fans. Piers Morgan giving our best squad in the world. We're going to win the quadruple. Martin Keown, people. And Arsenal lose a game. And where are they? You've showed up. Well done to you.
No worries, man. I was going to be here.
You getting paid.
What a result, Ipswich.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Go on, the tractor. Hey, unbelievable that.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Go on, the tractor boys.
What happened to the team?
Oh, you going straight there? No, how my weekend was?
Don't care about it. I know your weekend was awful.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Oh,
I'm here, but got nothing for you. Like,
what's the matter? Hold on, sorry. What's going on here? This ground's too wet. Over here. Oh, that's dry. I can broadcast there. That's dry there. That's actually too dry for me to broadcast on. Let me move to the. That's better. A little bit damp there. That's too dry. I can't broadcast over there. That's way too dry to broadcast from. Go on, carry on. Sorry, Betty. What are you saying?
Seriously, I got nothing for you. Listen, I've got Listen, I'm here now. I was on the train. I was on the train on the way down.
Yeah.
And I played paddle this morning, obviously. And I saw.
Win?
Yeah.
That's unusual for you.
And no, it's not. Honestly. And even there's people that I played with, a couple of guys who I've never played with before, really nice guys. And one of them's a big fan of the show, listens all the time, loves it. And as I left, first thing he said to me is, today's going to be difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sam, man.
It's going to be difficult today.
On the train, some geezer come to me and went, one of the coaching staff, one of the staff on the Avanti West Coast trains, nice, lovely fella, was like, 4 o'clock, eh?
Yeah.
Difficult, isn't it?
What's going on? We're going to talk.
Yeah, what time is Arsenal?
We're doing your Arsenal at 5 with Noel.
Okay, it's just to do about Spurs, isn't it? Might as well start with Spurs.
We're talking Spurs in a minute, but we're just getting into it.
Yeah, but we're wasting time on Spurs.
Listen, we could be here for 3 hours, not talking about Spurs, talking about Arsenal.
Listen, it's one of them, man. You just got to just do it.
What percentage are you at now? DEFCON what?
Well, I'm at 50-50.
That's terrible.
DEFCON, what's the DEFCON? If it's 5, is that bad? What's the worst?
No, I think 1's the worst. I don't know.
I'm at DEFCON 3.
Okay, either way, that's quite bad.
Like, John,
if you lose to City the weekend, it's done.
It's over.
It's done.
It's done.
It's over.
Over.
Even though you'll be 3 points ahead of them.
Because I was having a conversation in the office, right? You potentially you get past Sporting, which would be a tough game all of a sudden now. You're in the Champions League semi-final. You're still currently top of the Premier League. It doesn't feel that way.
No, it doesn't.
Like, for any other club, you'd go, oh my goodness, what a season they're having. It just feels like, do you know what I mean?
Wheels falling off.
Like, wheels are falling off. And, like, it's weird not, like, I can't remember, I'm sure when we talk Arsenal, right? Some Arsenal fans, maybe some will agree, some will not. I can't remember the last time I sat comfortably and watched Arsenal. Isn't that when you're getting ready?
Every game now looks tough, doesn't it?
Right, every game. Yeah. Right, so like you're preparing to watch Arsenal, and there's this horrible, weird feeling in my stomach where I'm going, I'm not quite sure how today's going to go now. So I can't sit there. You know, there was a time where, and listen, it's going to sound weird because I'm going back like 20 years. Whenever Arsenal had the team, Thierry and them boys, you could sit and watch comfortably, and you'd be like, even go back to the 90s when they had Wrighty and Tony Adams of that team, 98 the double. You'd sit comfortably, and even if you went 1-0 down, you went, doesn't make a difference.
We've got enough.
I know it's coming. Now,
isn't it weird though when you get in that scenario? Everyone looks bad.
Yeah, just
he's rubbish.
Yeah.
When you win loads of games and you're 9 points clear, like he's brilliant. Same players.
But you know, it does feel like, I know we're talking about Arsenal, but too many of the players have not looked at their normal levels for some time now.
Well, look, we will talk about this later.
You're the one who wants to talk now.
I know. I just wanted to just get a little bit out of you.
Why?
Right? I thought we'd do it properly with Noel. I know he's desperate to speak to you.
So Quinton
Yeah.
said DEFCON 1 means launch the big,
I think you're at DEFCON 2 then.
and DEFCON 4 is the lowest level of alert.
All right. So you're at
I'm at DEFCON 2.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I'm clutching, man.
And next Sunday you could be DEFCON 1.
The only way Arsenal win the league is they have to beat City next
Yeah, I
week.
agree with you. And that ain't happening.
Because all of a sudden, the momentum completely shifts.
Let's talk about that later. All right, keep your powder
Bring
dry.
your lunch, bring your dinner.
Yeah, bring your lunch, bring your dinner. What's all that about? Mate, could be worse. Could be a Chelsea manager. Oh, dear.
Nah, I don't think that's worse.
We'll talk about LinkedIn Liam later on.
What's called him?
LinkedIn Liam.
No, I can't participate in them jokes.
Right.
Because
Do
sometimes,
you know, when I hear
he's old man, like we'll see him at
when I
PLP.
hear him answer at press conferences, it's like someone's put the question into Chat GPT and you're just reading it out. We'll talk about that later. We've got so much to get through. Such a busy show. Noel Gallagher joins us. Jack Wilshere joins us. But
I'm happy for Walsh.
I'm happy. Let's do that later. We're going to start with one of your old sides because
Sunderland, what a result that was.
a new manager and another defeat for Spurs over the weekend. So were there any positive signs whatsoever? Jack.
And it's Sunderland 1, Spurs 0 in a horrible moment for Roberto De Zerbi's side. The red and white army chorus to the Spurs fans, you're going down. Hard to argue with that at the moment.
Well, from what we've seen throughout the whole of the season, you have to say it's where they deserve to be. It's going to be difficult for Roberto De Zerbi to turn this around.
Especially the other teams as well, because they've got Leeds have got some really good home fixtures coming up. West Ham's fixtures aren't too bad. And Forest are showing a bit of fight. So, yeah, I think they're gone.
Yeah, Roberto De Zerbi was beaten in his first game as Spurs manager yesterday. They lost 1-0 away to Sunderland, Bentley's old side. That, of course, means they're inside the relegation zone after West Ham beat Wolves on Friday night, smashed them. De Zerbi spoke to talkSPORT after the game. He was asked whether he saw signs that the players were taking his ideas on board. Jack?
No, less than 2 weeks, 10 days. But yes, I'm happy for that. I'm really happy because they are following me in a good way. I would like to help more and more the players, not to make a result, because they go on the pitch and they play, and not the coaches, but to transfer what I think about them, what I believe, how believe in them, how confidence I have in them.
You were doing the game for Sky Sports.
Yep.
You look great, by the way, on the box.
Thank you.
And you spoke brilliantly. Well done to you. Spurs are anything but brilliant. Do you see any signs whatsoever that suggest De Zerbi can turn things around?
Do you know, when they started the game, right, I did think that there was a couple of opportunities where they flooded men forward and they nice patterns of play. I think they had a chance quite early on. And I did think, okay, I think Richarlison had the shot. They rolled it into me as a shot, and I thought, okay, it looks a bit better. But then all of a sudden, it turned, and again, too many players in the Spurs team not taking accountability. I mean, Christian Romero, like, I know, listen, I hope he's okay for the World Cup. It looks like he's damaged his knee. I feel for him in that regard, right? But he don't help himself because he's their captain. He's supposed to show a level of like poise and a little bit of leadership. He gets himself booked and he's still flying into challenges early. Flying into challenges.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't trust him. Van der Ven as well. The bit I didn't get the whole tears, but I'm thinking now, thinking back to it, it's probably Romero with the World Cup. That's why he's crying, thinking, "Oh my goodness, what have I done?" But the second half they weren't good enough. I thought Sunderland were outstanding without having to do too much. I thought they were outstanding. I thought Brobby used his body really well. He was strong. He was holding them up. They couldn't live with him. He kept getting runners in behind as well. And in the end, the right team won. But when you're down there at the bottom, I mean, the goal from Mukelele, that happens, doesn't it? When you're down at the bottom, I mean, that deflection can go anywhere.
Yeah.
And it just goes in the other corner.
Yeah.
They've got big problems because I quite like what De Zerbi did by playing the three up top. And when you look at that three, I thought, okay, I'm not quite sure because you are playing three centre forwards in a system up top, but they all want to play down the middle. But then I thought, you know what, that might actually work really well because Richarlison's still trying to get himself in the World Cup squad for Brazil. Solanke's trying to get himself in the World Cup squad for England.
Yeah.
And Carlo Mawani trying to get himself in the French squad. So I thought 3 players hungry, got something to play for, give them a little bit of bite or something, but nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I was surprised Simmons came on so late. I'm not his biggest fan, but I do think out of all the players, I know we were talking about Bergwijn earlier on, good player, right? But I just think him with Conor Gallagher, I just didn't think worked. I thought Spurs were desperate to get someone on the pitch that had the key to unlock their defence, and I didn't see any signs of that whatsoever.
When you got Gallagher, Gray, and Bergvall, and by the way, Archie Gray, he's someone who, at the end of the season, regardless of what happens to Tottenham, he's someone that can walk away with his head held high.
Yeah, I agree.
Every game he's out there.
Yeah.
But where's the creativity? Where's the creativity in that?
That's what I'm saying.
You look at the whole front six, really. Kolo Muani, Solanke, Richarlison, Gallagher, Bergvall, Gray. Where's the creativity?
There isn't.
There isn't any.
That's why I was surprised he didn't play a bigger part of the game.
But again, I think for Javi Simmons though, in that type of game, when you're up against Diarra, Xhaka, Siddiqui,
they've got a big ball.
They might have run all over you. Like the way that they would get, like Robbie was holding the ball and they had runners everywhere. Something runners.
We're going to take calls. I know Spurs fans want to have their say. A simple question: are Spurs going to stay up? They are now 2 points from safety.
I mean, the next game's massive, isn't it? Against Brighton.
The next two would define their season.
Yeah, well, obviously, because I would have after that 5.
Yeah, but I think Wolves after Brighton. I think that those two.
Do you know what, potentially, right?
Home against Brighton, away against Wolves. Yeah,
that is the worst fixture you could have because you're playing against a Wolves side that are effectively down, that are playing nothing to play for, and they play with. Again, I've played for teams right where you've been relegated, and the last part of the season you're just like, you know what? Let's just a bit of pride, and it's almost like the pressure's been taken off.
Yeah, handbrakes off. Yeah.
You play with that freedom. And Wolves, with some of the players they've got, they can call Spurs all kind of problems.
Are they down?
I don't think so, not yet.
Okay, I do.
You've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, I think Chelsea will relegate them. Spurs fans, you can have your say now. We'll talk Arsenal City from 5 with Noel Gallagher. But we're going to start with Tottenham Hotspur, new manager. No new manager bounce yet. Will that change? 03717 223344.
And Tyson Fury, along with Mr. Warren alongside him in the ring, had a look at Anthony Joshua sitting ringside. And Fury honed in on Joshua and said, okay, how about it?
Next, I want to give you the fight you've all been waiting for. I want you, AJ, Anthony Joshua. Let's give the fight fans what they want. The Battle of Britain. And here's my challenge. I challenge you, Andy Joshua, to fight me, the Gypsy King, next. Do you accept my challenge?
Tonight is your night, and you know I'll sit across that ring from you in due time. You ain't going to tell me what to do. I've been chasing you for the last 10 years. When you're ready, you come and see me and tell me your terms and conditions, and I'll have you in the ring when I'm ready. I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
You work for me. I'm the landlord. Remember that. I'm the landlord. You work for me.
Now, I've got to say, Simon, I thought AJ handled that brilliantly.
Yeah, to a point. I think he's absolutely right not to allow the whip hand to be Tyson Fury's, because Tyson's all pumped up after being back in the ring and having just won a fight. The flip side of it is I don't think Anthony Joshua is the landlord. I don't think coming after getting ironed out by Daniel Dubois puts you in the box seat. You are both the biggest names in British boxing over the last decade.
be the boss.
Driver talkSPORT with Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. This is for
Paid the cost to be the boss.
Andy, my golfing partner, who I play with today.
Yeah.
And we played Terry and Ken at West Essex.
Did you win?
We smashed them.
You got beaten.
We smashed them.
No, you didn't. You got beaten. I can tell you're lying.
No.
You're such a liar. No, you didn't. You got beat.
Unbelievable.
You were terrible. You got beat. You told me earlier.
Why would you say that?
Because you're about to come on national radio and lie.
No, just bend the truth.
Did you win?
They beat us. We were bad. It was more me than him. Andy's a great player, but today I was off it. Such
Is it one of them? You know when you play with a partner, and like if one of you's not pulling your weight, the other one looks at you like.
No, that's why you got a handicap system, right? So if I can nick a hole here and there.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you watch the Masters. Last night we saw Rory win it. I was up till 12:15 whenever it finished, and then I found it tough to sleep last night because I was so excited about playing.
Yeah.
And then I get on the first, I'm like, here we go, I can drive this 382 yards into the 4. You know.
Imagine, because I'm like that when I'm playing in the morning paddle or something early. You get excited, man. I can't sleep properly.
Yeah, it's
Weird,
good though.
that.
It's good. I like that. Still to come, we'll be joined by Man City fan, Oasis superstar Noel Gallagher to discuss the perfect weekend for his team. Just quickly, Spurs captain Christian Romero will miss the rest of the season with a knee injury and is a doubt for the World Cup. We wish him well with that. Arsenal reportedly interested in Newcastle's Anthony Gordon. Apparently.
Okay, yeah. Good signing.
I mean, you've spent billions already if you can't win the league without Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, true.
Let's take your calls on all things Spurs. 03717223344. Luke is a Spurs fan. Hello, Luke.
How you doing, gents? You okay?
We're okay. How are you? I mean, it's going from worse to worse, isn't it? You've gone past the bad bit. It's now worse to worse.
Yeah, Andy. So I'm a regular caller, and I came on in the past as well and spoke to Jim and Simon in the morning. And I think it was January, I said to them, I said, boys, we're down. And the reason you could tell is because we were just flat as a pancake and couldn't see when that next win was going to come from, or even the goals. We don't even shoot outside the box, Andy. This is a team that's desperate, and we don't even try to test the goalkeeper. You don't lay a glove on them.
I mean, you had, 11 shots yesterday, 7 on target?
Okay. Let's have a look at those shots, though, Darren. How soft were they? You know, it was.
Yeah.
Were
There's
they
a couple
really
that
shots?
Richarlison was up passing back. Yeah, Richarlison was guilty of that.
You know, so that's no disrespect to him as a striker, because you can see confidence is low. But you're looking for players like, I'm disappointed in Solanke. He doesn't press. He's hard to get into the game, and I'm thinking, come on, Dom, you're pushing for the England team. Why aren't you grabbing the press? Why are you not pressing? Why? They all look slow. They all look so slow. And what's the word? I would think the word out of sorts is definitely there, but lacking fitness. You know.
They just look scared, don't they? They look scared.
Yeah, that's it. Petrified is the word. I think would be a fair comment.
Yeah. Are you down?
I want to see him 100%. Yeah, 100%. And do you know what, Andy? It's for me. I said it before to Jim when I was on here before. They said, well, what do you think the reasons are? Okay, you're going to find out, because when Daniel Levy left, I said, now is the time. You're going to find out whether it's Levy or whether it's Enoch.
Yeah.
And Enoch did not support him in January. You get rid of a right winger who's just won you a European trophy with 1 goal, and you've got injured another one, and you've got no one else to replace them. And it's not, who's making these decisions, Andy?
Yeah. Luke, listen, thanks for coming on. Out of the 2 shows you went on, White and Jordan, this one, which is the better experience?
You two all day.
Yeah,
all day.
Top of the pile, you go. Thanks, Luke. Good luck. Let's speak to Marcus, Spurs fan. Hi, Marcus.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, we're good, mate. You?
We're okay. Well, Bent is not, actually,
yeah,
but I'm fine.
I'm surviving, but it could be better, and it could be a lot better, let's just say.
Can it get better?
Yeah, how about relegation and we start all over again?
No, you don't want that, Marcus.
Well,
no
down.
way.
Well, can I just say, right, if last season we finished 17th, right, and there were 3 teams worse than us, 12 months later, we are now one of the 4 worst teams. In fact, we're first from bottom now.
Yeah,
so we haven't improved in a season. Normally, if a team finishes 17th one season, they struggle the following season, they generally go down. But somehow people think, because it's Tottenham, we can't do it.
That's right.
Well, sorry to burst the bubbles, but we can do it, and we will do it. We've been poor for 2 years. I mean, look, the weekend's lineup, right? The 3 up front, Moani, Solanke, and Richarlison. I mean, between the 3 of them, haven't got double figures in goals. Well, I think Ricardo's got 7 or 8, but other than that, Stanley might have 2. So if we have got double figures amongst 3 strikers, think about that, and they're all international players.
Yeah, but you've also got to think as well. Only one can play. Well, I mean, I know they all played at the weekend, but usually it's one that plays. Solanke's been missing. Solanke's been missing for a while this season with injury.
Well, what? So he's saying that if he was fit, we'd have someone up the table. Are you saying he would have scored the goals to keep us up?
Oh, I think it'd have been better. I think it would have been better than 3 Premier League goals he's got this season. Yeah.
Well, we'll never know, will we? But based on the fact he's been there since last season, injury prone, this year injury prone. I mean, how many excuses do people give him? Oh, he's always injured. He's only injured. He was injured last year for a lot of the time. And as for Richarlison, if you consider the guy at Brentford, is it Igor
Thiago?
Brentford.
Thiago.
Yeah, right. Brazilian guy. He scored more goals in 2 seasons at Brentford than Richarlison at 4 years at Tottenham. Work that out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Thiago's been unbelievable, by the way. 21 goals this season for Brentford. But again, listen, they've got 3 strikers there. I like Solanke.
If Spurs lose against Brighton,
yep.
Are they down?
No. Listen, if there's a gap where one win doesn't get you...
What's the gap?
5 points.
I was thinking exactly that.
If they get to 5 points, they're not bringing that back.
So if they lose at the weekend and West Ham win...
And that's the 5.
I think West Ham have got a tricky game. Is it Villa? Have I made that up? I know that West Ham have got a difficult away game.
With Spurs, currently as it stands right now, they are on. Spurs are on.
Oh, is it Palace? I think is it Palace? West Ham Palace?
Hey, you don't want that. Now Big
next.
John's back.
It's Palace next, yeah.
You don't want him. Big Philip Mateta.
Yeah.
2 good goals, but no, yeah. If that turns to 5 points,
yeah,
done. But the thing is, Leeds are on 33, Forest are on 33, West Ham 32, Spurs are on 30.
You'd expect Leeds not to get points tonight at Old Trafford, wouldn't you?
You would, but even with Leeds, right? Leeds are having a good run, but they're not winning games. They just draw. I mean, listen, drawing the foundations.
Leeds Spurs is massive.
Massive.
Yeah. Still to come, we'll find out what Ben is serving up in his tea time takeaway this week. And Noel Gallagher joins us in 30 minutes. First, it's time for No Googling. Jack Wilshere on the show as well, fresh from victory at Wembley at the weekend. Archie Gray, you mentioned him. Now the second youngest player to make 50 Premier League appearances for Spurs. He's 20 years old in 31 days. Who's the youngest player Tottenham have ever had to get to 50 Premier League appearances? The answer to that and loads more, I think you just said it. Was his surname begin with? Yeah. Benny's got it. Have you got it? Find out right after this. Live and Drive on talkSPORT.
Tottenham Hotspur, this mighty club with a phenomenal stadium, we all know that, of course, are looking at heading to Sheffield United, with all due respect, Birmingham, Swansea, Preston, Stoke next season. Is that what's going to happen? Graham's a big Tottenham fan and joins us live. Graham, good morning. Is that what's going to happen?
I'm sorry to say, I think at the minute, I think it has to be. We'd have to be completely blindsided, I feel, to think anything else. I said in amongst group chats with friends that in January, the moment we slip into that bottom 3, I don't see us getting out of it. And I think it's got nothing to do, and this alludes to a point that Simon made, I feel, maybe 10 minutes ago, about not necessarily having that quality, because it's clear that the quality hasn't been there this season. It's about having the fight and the mentality to actually pull yourself together, earn the money that you're being paid, and get yourself out of this and restore some sort of reputation that this football club has got. Unfortunately, I feel for us at the minute, we have too many players that have completely checked out. When the going got tough in and around January, February time, when you actually sat there and thought, we're in a bit of bother here, agents started appearing. Suddenly we've got Van der Ven doing interviews with his dad, and straight away you look at that and go, they're angling for moves already. We've got Paulina, who's on loan, who I actually really like, and I feel he's probably the closest one we've got to someone that's willing to stand up and fight and knows what it takes to try and win games of football. But when you look at, we've put up with Mr. Tickle in goal for most of the season.
Cricket balls are red, baseballs are white, American footballs are brown, and tennis balls are yellow. We don't even think about it really, but the story behind the tennis ball is actually quite interesting and even involves Sir David Attenborough. I know. Here's the tale. Tennis has its roots in 12th century France when people used to make balls from all sorts. Cork, wool, chalk, animal fur and even human hair. Uniformity was found centuries later when people started making balls out of something called vulcanized rubber, invented in the US. But the balls kept on breaking, so a British lawyer, who also loved tennis, suggested they put a flannel covering on the outside, and thus the tennis ball as we know it was born. One problem, it was either white or black. And when the controller of BBC Two, Sir David Attenborough, decided Wimbledon would be shown in colour on the BBC in 1967, no one could actually see the balls on telly. So the International Tennis Federation went away and created a new colour called Optic Yellow, which would show up without the need for a 4K LED display. Not that anyone had that in the 1960s, of course. Since then, all tennis balls have been covered in that material and have their trademark colour for that exact reason. Amateur tennis players and dogs worldwide are forever grateful. You could say the ITF aced it.
Tune, isn't it? DB, so what do you take your shoes off for?
Yeah,
strange old thing.
You don't know who sings it, do you?
Yeah.
Who? Jack, don't
It was a clear black nut, and I said,
No, it's Warren Jeever.
Hold on. No.
Ice Cube.
Is it?
Today was a good day.
Why is he called Ice Cube? Is there a reason he's like always cool?
No, I don't know.
There's quite a few ices, isn't there?
Ice Tea, Ice Cube.
There's one more.
Ice Spice. She's one as well, she.
Right.
They're the only ones I can think of.
There's another one, I mean.
Well, Ice Tea.
Ice Magic.
Who has that?
No, that's just stuff you've got on chocolate.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what his real name was?
Yeah, some weird name.
Someone Van Winkle, wasn't it? It was, that was his name.
Bit of Vanilla Ice, you like that?
He had one hit, didn't he? That was it.
What was that? I know it.
Ice Ice Baby.
That was it. Dum, 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 dum.
Nick from Queen, wasn't it? Before the break, ask a question. Archie Gray's now the second youngest player to make 50 Premier League appearances for Tottenham. Who's the first?
I think it's Aaron Lennon, if I believe.
How old was Aaron Lennon when he got to 15?
18.
20.
Was he?
Yeah. How many do you reckon you were when you got to 20 appearances?
What, is in league?
Yeah.
Oh, 18, 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nuts, that, isn't it?
Nuts. I'm just trying to check something out.
What are you doing?
It's someone's birthday today, and if it is their birthday,
yeah,
we have to give them a shout out. I'm not going to tell you who it is until they.
That's a great story. Let me write that down because that only wasted.
No, because you. When I say it though,
someone's birthday.
When I say it, you go, nice.
Well, why don't you just tell me that when you know it's his birthday?
Because I don't know if it is yet.
And what are you doing to find out? What are you doing to find out?
I've messaged him. I've seen on Instagram.
Is he a famous person?
No, we know him very well. Good friend of ours.
Is it famous?
Yeah, I'd say
Just
famous.
Google it and
Is
find out
legend?
his birthday.
That's a great shout, that. I'll do it in a minute.
Still to come, we'll be joined by Man City fan. It's not him, is it? Oasis superstar Noel Gallagher joins us. Probably laughing a lot at you, Benty. Time now for this, though.
How you doing? It's Darren Bent. Takeaway. Can I take your order, please?
Get my hands, marinate all up in the thing. I like my medium well. Ginger beer, oil over it. Get my brush thing, get the oil over it. It better be Heinz. If it's not Heinz, honestly, I'll lose it.
I'm Darren Bent, and this is my tea time takeaway.
Do you want to say happy birthday?
Yeah, it's a big friend of ours. Big happy birthday to Hugo Monnier. 42, it says he is. That's
42?
right. Yeah,
no, he's older than that. He's 47. Yeah. Producer Joe saying that. 47.
Yeah. Hugo Monnier, good friend of ours. We miss him.
Yeah.
We miss Hugo.
Is he still, well, not young, but free and single and ready to mingle?
I've no idea. He should really call us, shouldn't he, Hugo?
Yeah. Should we get him on? Let's get the birthday boy on at some stage, Joe. We'll get him on the last hour, yeah?
Yeah.
Monnier on the show. We like Monnier.
Show me the Monnier.
Show me, that's a great idea. We never did that, did we?
No.
Right, Bentley's Tea Time Takeaway every week. 100 Club member Darren Bent serves up his 5 key takeaways from the weekend's action. Bentley, where are we starting?
The race for Europe is huddling up.
It is huddling up, yeah. Let's hear from the Brentford gaffer, Keith Andrews. Apologies to Keith Andrews. Speaking to talkSPORT after that draw at home to Everton, he was asked if he'd have taken 7th place at the start of the season.
Yeah, I would have, but that's living in the past, isn't it? You know, we are where we are now. I think everybody would have. We spoke about it before the game. Whoever wins this game goes above Chelsea into 6th, so it may only be for 24 hours, but you know that's a huge carrot, and I'd rather live in the present than the past.
It was a last-minute equaliser for Everton as well. Bit of a missed opportunity for Brentford, or are we getting a bit carried away with ourselves now?
Yeah, potentially a bit of a missed opportunity, but I mean, as I said there, the race for the Conference League as well. I know the Champions League's got 5 places, and you've got the Europa, but Brentford currently occupy 7th, which is the Conference League, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at Brentford 47, Everton 47, Brighton 46, Sunderland 46, Bournemouth 45, I mean, even I'd go all the way down to probably Fulham
on
44 points.
You have to.
And they could all get into Europe.
Yeah.
They're all pushing for Europe.
Brighton had a good win away at Burnley 2-0, didn't they?
Exactly that. So I think this season, the race for Europe is going to be incredible. And listen, Chelsea better be careful, by the way. I still expect Chelsea to finish in Europe, but they're on 48 points. They're a point above Brentford and Everton.
They look terrible at the moment, Chelsea, don't they?
I mean, listen, it's City, but they're at the minute just not.
Well, first half, they had chances. Goals disallowed.
Second half, it almost felt like City went, all right, let's start playing again now.
Yeah.
And then it took over.
Where would you like to go next, Darren Bent?
Told you. Probably, no, not even probably, but my favourite celebration in the Premier League. Mateta is back for Palace.
Yeah, that's from the Palace gaffer, Oliver Glasner. He was speaking after that late win, and he was asked how important Mateta still is for his club.
It was no secret he wanted to leave the club, but I think that's everybody's decision, so everybody can decide about his job. So at the end, it's his job. But as soon as it was clear that he had to stay, he came and said, "I will work so hard to come back and be fit and helping the team winning games, helping." To achieve all our goals, and I think that's what he shows, and he's, I think, not on his top fitness level, but he's back to it, and that's good to have him back on his best level.
They do look totally different when Mateta's scoring goals for them.
Yeah, I mean, they've 1 defeat in the last 10, so all of a sudden he's turned it again, Glasner, because he had a bit of a wobble with the fans, and he wanted to leave, and the fans were giving him a hard time, but he's now starting to...
Do you think there's any way whatsoever he can stay on?
Maybe. I mean, I think a lot depends on what comes next. I'm just going to exaggerate to prove a point. If Real Madrid come at the end of the season, he's going. Right. But I mean, he's done a wonderful job. I mean, bringing Mateta off the bench. No, Strand Larsen started, but he gets a lot of chances and he misses a lot of opportunities. But he don't half score some goals, man. I mean, the first goal, yes, a great play from Tyreek Mitchell, but the header into the ground, he scores it, and then the penalty. But I really miss seeing that celebration if he leaves. Mateta, I love that. It's my favourite celebration. That
is it really?
Yeah, obviously the crucifix, and then the little fist pump, and then smashes the corner flag. Yeah, and then the chest pump of all his teammates when he knocks them all over.
That's good.
But no, I think if he's fit and firing, he's such a handful that Palace, although like Strand Larsen, he's done okay, Palace look better with him up top.
Yeah, of course they do, yeah.
I mean, if Glasgow can find a way of playing them both.
Well, they're doing well in the conference as well, right?
Mm-hmm. They're flying.
How are Palace going to finish their season, do you think?
Well, they've won the first leg. You've got to say that Thursday the 16th, Fiorentina are away. That tie's effectively done. They won 3-0 in the first one, so they could kind of... But, I mean, if he could somehow nick a trophy, a European trophy, he would have done that. Glasner. How do you follow that? European trophy.
I don't know what happens then. FA Cup, Community Shield beating City.
Yeah.
And then winning
the Conference
European trophy at Crystal Palace is unheard of.
Do you know what? So I get it. He's not happy with the players leaving and things, but surely if he wins this European trophy, a conversation needs to happen and say, listen, if a huge club coming for you,
I get it.
Like say I'm not trying to sell this player, this manager, but say Unai left Villa, and Villa came in for him. Perfect, I think, for him.
If De Zerbi wasn't there,
Tottenham
and Spurs come in right now, which is the better club. I won't say bigger. That's a silly question.
Where we stand right now?
Yeah.
Oh, but stay at Palace.
Yeah.
I'm going to Tottenham. I'm going to fight and relegate bottom 3. No.
No, but if Spurs stay up.
No, if Spurs stay up, this is a different story because now you've got big clubs still in the Premier League.
Yeah.
38 games. But for Glasner, I mean, he has been phenomenal for Crystal Palace. And again, if he wins a trophy at the end of the season, you'd like to think, unless top jobs come in, I mean, what's the worst? You stand at Palace, good club, good players. And just something you've got to deal with. If all clubs of that level lose their best players, it just happens.
Yeah. There's three other teams I want to talk about. One of them is Spurs. So I just want to ask you a question about Spurs, right? Which would mean skipping Arsenal. We can come back to that.
No, we've got Arsenal 5.
Are Spurs still a Big Six club?
It's such a. Do you know what? It's a tough one, this Spurs one, because by revenue and the stadium and the training ground, they are. But by performances on the pitch, probably not. But then they can argue and go, well, we won a European Kofi last year.
Yeah.
So effectively they are.
Trophy.
Kofi or trophy.
Trophy, yeah.
So they probably still are.
If they go down, they're not.
They can't be.
They can't be.
Can't be. Not in the Championship.
Yeah, you can't have a Big Six club in the Championship.
In the Champ, just doesn't happen.
No.
But currently, right now, that you have to.
They are still a Big Six club, are they?
Yeah, I mean, they're still the holders of the Europa League. They can't not be.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
I really don't know what Big Six means anymore.
Well, City, United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham.
Okay. No, I know that, but I don't know what that used to. It used to mean the best six, didn't it? When I was a kid growing up, top 4, top 2, top 6.
Yeah.
I don't mean the order in which they finished. When you're talking about the big, it was usually the best. If you were to do a breakaway Premier League, and there was only 6 teams in it, would Spurs go there?
Oh, that's a tough. Because the argument in my head, I'm looking at Villa.
Okay.
Now, who's the bigger club out of them two? Villa.
Well, Villa won the European Cup, right?
But is that the barometer? Just because they've won?
I don't know. I mean, you got to start off big and work your way backwards. Both haven't won the league, the Premier League, for a long time.
Well, none of them either have ever won the Premier League.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that league, top flight.
When was the last time Villa won it? Spurs won it. 61 was the last time.
Villa.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a tough question.
If you're going to do a breakaway Premier League right now,
top
6 clubs,
Spurs wouldn't be in it.
Who would be the 6?
Man United, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Villa.
Villa will be in it.
Yep.
So as things currently stand, Spurs are not a Big Six club.
Well, they finished 4th bottom last year, and they're now currently 3rd bottom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's difficult to argue against. Any other place you want to go?
I mean,
we'll save the Man City stuff for Noel.
Let's go with the.
Leeds Arsenal.
No, do you know what? Let's go. We'll go
just the last one.
No, we'll go Arsenal, but still, I'm going to go more for Bournemouth angle.
Okay, that's fair.
They play some nice stuff, don't they? Alex Scott,
yeah,
he's a serious player, by the way.
Later, yeah.
I mean, again, for Bournemouth, and I guess it is a positive because whatever they're doing down there on the South Coast, they're producing players. They're getting players in, they're developing them, they're selling them, but it's like a little bit like a conveyor belt because they lost Hoyce and he went to Real Madrid. Zabani left. Iriola, he's got them playing some unbelievable. Semenyo's gone. So whatever they're doing down there's working.
Went halfway through the season as well, right?
Whatever they're doing down there's working because they've got a few others. Rayan is a good player.
Yeah.
So they deserve a lot of credit down there. But that's the only thing you'd say about Bournemouth once Iriola goes, because I expect him to be on a few clubs' list in terms of managers. What happens then? But they played some good stuff and they beat Arsenal fair and square.
Yeah.
Fair and square.
Okay, good. That was Bentley's Tea Time Takeaway. When we come back, we'll be talking a little bit about the boxing from the weekend.
Yep.
Tiny chat about that. And then at 5 o'clock, Noel Gallagher will be joining us to laugh at Darren Bent and talk about his beloved Man City. Lots coming up. Oh, Jack Wilshere joins us as well in the next hour as well. Loads coming up between now and 7, live and drive on talkSPORT.
It's going to be some summer of change, isn't it, for Liverpool?
Again, yeah, massive. It's. Do
you think Slot might be part of that summer of change?
No chance. Honestly, I don't say that lightly, but the amount of Liverpool supporters I know are on the same page. The hierarchy aren't daft. They're not stupid. Finishing 5th for Liverpool, I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Irrelevant of the mitigating circumstances.
It might get you Champions League.
Well, it will, and financially that's good, but where they're at is nowhere near. They're nowhere near it. They're only going to probably only get 5th because of other teams failing below them.
How many times did you play for Liverpool? You got a rough ballpark figure?
240, 250.
240, 250. So you must have the absolute utmost admiration for Andy. 373 appearances for the club. He came for 8 million from Hull.
Yeah, but the respect comes from not only his longevity, it's the level of his performance during that period. His numbers are phenomenal, and he's been. I think he's been underrated. I don't think he's ever, in all the success Liverpool have had. Yes, there's times where he's had some plaudits, but it's more been Trent.
Yeah,
you know, the front three on the Klopp, all that's the Henderson, the captain, fantastic. Robbo's gone under, and there's the other thing as well. Last thing on him. It's no coincidence Virgil hasn't been himself because he hasn't had Robbo next to him. That's definitely a factor.
So, heart says Liverpool, PSG.
No, my heart doesn't.
Driver talkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein, the superstar. It's Darren Bent alongside still to come. We're joined by Man City fan, Oasis legend Noel Gallagher. Just quickly, West Brom could face a points deduction this season for an alleged breach of financial rules.
Oh, what a time that is to come as well, because they're fighting relegation, them. And James Morris is doing an unbelievable job, by the way.
Yeah, just above the drop zone. Spurs are the favourites to sign Andy Robertson on a freebie this summer, but only if Spurs stay up. And our show, talkSPORT Drive, we've been nominated for another award. We need your help. We're up for Best Radio Talk Show at the Television and Radio Industry Awards. You, the public, decides who wins it, and we need your vote. So to vote for me and Benty and the rest of the team, just head to trick.org.uk, tric.org.uk. Select talkSPORT Drive as the best radio show, and then we pick up, I think we get 2.4 million. Oh, no, we don't. Nothing. Just a trophy. That's good enough. That's all we need. Be nice if you do it.
Are you going to bring that other trophy back in so we can all kind of share it?
What trophy?
No, Gallagher one.
Well, I mean, it's me that got it, me that did it.
No, we both did it. But sometimes you've got to give, you know what I mean?
I mean, you were there, but...
Honestly, see.
No, it's the big one we want in a couple of weeks. So that's the big one we want. That's the one we want.
Joe's taking it home.
If we win it, Joe, you can come to my house and look at it whenever you want. Right, Roy McIlroy became just the fourth man to win back-to-back Masters titles at Augusta yesterday. He shot a final 71 to finish 12 under, one stroke clear of world number one Scotty Scheffler. He spoke to the media afterwards and said that there is still more to come.
I've just won my sixth major, and I feel like I'm in a really good spot with my game and my body, and I've I don't want to put a number on it, but I feel like this win is just you know, it's a I don't want to say a stop on the journey, but it's just a part of the journey. And you know, I still have things that I want to achieve, and but I still want to enjoy it as well. You know, I've waited so long to win the Masters, and all of a sudden I win 2 in a row.
I was thinking about this on the way in, and it's bizarre because there was so much pressure on him to win the first one, because there was such a long gap between the 3 majors and this one to get the Grand Slam. Only a few people had done that before. So there was so much pressure going into last year's Masters. And then I was thinking of saying on air there was less pressure on him this year, which makes sense. But then you look at all the other first-time winners in the Masters and how many have gone on to win it for a second time on the bounce, and very, very, very few have. Only 3 have, right? Like
Faldo, Nicholson,
and Tiger. So I still feel there was less pressure on him this time round than there was last year.
No.
But I watched it all. I watched every single shot in the final round. I thought it was fantastic. What did make me laugh is when he had that 6-stroke lead going into the end of, I think it was night 2. Everyone was like, "There's no way he can lose now." And I was like, if you play golf, you'll know that with 36 holes to go, 6 shots is nice, but so much can go wrong. And I'm so pleased he won it by a shot or 2 in the end.
Where is he in terms of? Because look, you know me, I don't watch golf in the slightest.
Yeah.
But has he won 6 majors?
6 what?
Majors?
I think so. Yeah.
Like where does that put him in terms of all-time greats?
I don't have that in front of me.
No, but obviously he's an all-time great. So for the golf,
now he is. Well, when you win the Grand Slam, there's only a few that have done that, so you must be an all-time great.
Okay, and so again, I'm not saying you don't. I know you're saying put you on the spot, but in your opinion, from what you've seen,
yeah. Well, Tiger's above and beyond, right?
So Tiger's won.
He's had longevity in the game, Rory.
Has he?
Yeah, he was winning. He was winning the first major. He was winning like early 20s.
Yeah.
And now he's probably got the best game he's ever had. I think it's fair to say. But what I love watching about him is, I don't know too much about the world of golf. I couldn't tell you his stats or where he finished in last season or whatever. But when I watch him as a golf fan, to realise what he's doing and how difficult it is and how easy he makes it look, is quite remarkable. Like, you're seeing an absolute genius at work.
Yeah.
You know, like every so often we say a genius comes along, and the last one, of course, was Tiger. And to a certain extent, Scheffler, Henley, Young, they can all do this type of thing. Obviously, otherwise they wouldn't be there, right? But when you, it is, without being a little bit too dramatic, it is like poetry. They make it so similar, like the flop shots he was doing, you know, when he chipped over a bunker and it just had to land in exactly the right place. Or a couple of times he over it a drive and it went to the back of the green and he had to chip and run and it landed like 2 foot from the pin. Just mind-blowing what these guys can do at that level.
I mean, it's, again, I didn't watch it, but I mean, you showed me that Tiger Woods chip on.
You saw that. So that famous Tiger Woods shot from with the Nike logo just dropping. So bizarrely, Rory had exactly that shot. Maybe he was about 2 foot, a little bit as you look to the right.
Yeah,
but it was very similar. He had to chip it on, and then it had to come round, and Rory missed his by, like, it went to the right of the hole by half a foot.
Wow. Was Tiger that little Nike logo?
Tiger's dropped in, yeah, but still, it was the same shot. It was.
So he'd be one of the greats that you've watched in terms of your era.
I think so. Yeah. It's joy to watch when you get geniuses like that.
Yeah.
Right? I think he could go on and win another 2 or 3. I really do. I tipped Rory to win it from the start. You know, I don't know if you saw, but they're going around the office asking. But I don't think they asked you. You don't know golf. But tip who you wanted.
I'd have said Scheffler or DeChambeau.
Well, you'd have come second. DeChambeau, he didn't have a great one.
And he went out, didn't he?
Yeah, his drive's unbelievable. You've seen his drive.
Yeah. Did I hear a conversation this morning? I think or someone was talking about it.
Yeah.
I heard the boys on breakfast talking about it, and they were talking about these guys now, and even at the amateur level, are driving the ball just way too far now. How do they make their courses more difficult and bigger? I was hearing that.
I've heard that before, but I don't think. I mean, you get Augusta. I mean, it's one of the most impossible courses in the world.
Because how far does what's his name smash
Rory,
it?
it's about 365.
DeChambeau.
He can get near 4, can't he?
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the rest of his game's not great. Obviously, otherwise he'd be down.
Yeah, so that's what they were talking about. So I wonder what your thoughts were on
Do
that.
you still think you can? So I was playing bad today, right? But my drives that were good.
Yeah.
And you can measure how far they go on your watch. And I hit a drive. It went straight as an arrow. It went 268.
Yeah, I beat you. I'm not.
I think you're insane.
I'm not driving 300. Obviously, I'm being stupid.
I think you're insane.
But I can outdrive you.
I don't think you can hit a ball genuinely with a driver straight.
Do you know what? I'm trying to think if there's one near me. I'm going to go maybe tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And just hit 10 balls. I'm going to video it so you can see.
What are you going to hit them with?
My driver.
You haven't got a driver.
I've just got one club at home.
You got one club?
One club driver.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
All
it.
right, I'd like to see that.
Kabang! That's what I can hit.
And you think you're going to hit what?
I could hit whatever you hit. I could outdrive you. That's what I'm saying. Once I can't do 300, I hold my hands up, but I just know I can outdrive you.
Okay, all right, we'll see. Do that.
Do you know who could hit the ball a mile? Ambrose. Jeez.
Can he?
When he
He's
hits
got
the
that hand-eye.
yeah,
that natural,
bang.
That natural, yeah.
And when
That's annoying.
And the way it sounds, it comes off the
back
driver.
Yeah.
Bang.
Ping, yeah. Ping. I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot of that when we come back. Noel Gallagher will be giving it to Darren with both barrels. He's a Man City fan. Bent is an Arsenal fan. This should be fun. Rock and roll superstar, big Man City fan. Noel Gallagher joins us live on Drive on talkSPORT after this.
Yeah, I've scored a few at Old Trafford, yeah, to be honest.
One thing I did think, though, was I looked at City at Chelsea yesterday, and when they stepped up a gear in the second half, I thought Cherky was fantastic.
Yes,
second
he was.
half as well. He gives you something totally different. But what I was going to say was the depth of that squad, that they can bring on Phil Foden and Savinho. They can leave Mamouche and Reinders sitting on the bench twiddling their fingers, you know.
Yeah.
I think that squad, Arsenal have got a great squad too, but I just think that squad depth could be the key in the end.
I wouldn't argue with that. That again, they were so impressive second half. I mean, Jeremy Doku, when I'm watching him, Jeff, and I love Liv, the way that every time he gets the ball, his first thought isn't to just step inside and drop it off to somebody else and then go wide again and I might get it back in a minute. Can I travel 20, 30, 40 yards with this ball? Can I beat my man? Can I get beyond him? Can I then produce something? And every single time he gets the ball, his first thought is to get at people and get beyond them. Love that from wide players.
I do love that from wide players because we don't see that enough from wide players. However, it is just his 8th Premier League goal in 4 years. Isn't that wild?
Is that
for someone like Jeremy Doku?
Yeah, really.
7 before yesterday.
Well, again, it's that's a really interesting stat. That is. But and again, for someone of his ability, he should be getting a lot more than that. But he's just such a dangerous player and tough. Malo Gusto is a decent fullback. He had a tough time yesterday.
Over the years, we've been treated to some amazing exhibition events in sports. Some become iconic, but many fail to live up to the hype. So what are some of the most anticlimactic exhibitions? Technically, it wasn't an exhibition because it ended up being sanctioned as a pro fight, but it basically was. 2024 saw Mike Tyson return to the ring to fight YouTuber Jake Paul. The event, which Paul won, was streamed by 65 million people on Netflix, making it the most streamed sporting event ever at the time. But many complained of buffering and freezing. And as for the fight itself, well, it was considered an entertaining disaster. I mean, it wasn't prime Tyson. He was 58. And after the fight, Paul, who was 27 at the time, said he'd actually gone easy on Tyson towards the end. Now, Mayweather-McGregor in 2017 was a better watch, despite Mayweather going rope-a-dope early on, but it was way too expensive. Pay-per-view was 75 quid. And in the stadium, The cheapest ticket was over $370. Now, this next one you could have watched for free, only because the pay-per-view had streaming issues, so they had to open it out. I'm talking about Tiger versus Phil in 2018, which was nicknamed The Match. Massive names and massive rivals going head-to-head. On paper, it worked. In reality, it didn't. The two players were mic'd up, so we all thought we'll get fascinating insight. We'll be able to hear them insult each other for 18 holes. But what we actually got was more heavy breathing and sniffles. And for two GOATs, the golf itself was bang average. And speaking of GOATs, let's end with Messi and Ronaldo. In 2023, an exhibition between PSG and the Riyadh All-Star 11 saw them share a pitch for possibly the final time. To be fair, it was a goal fest, which PSG won 5-4, and Messi and Ronaldo both scored. But it was obvious they were past their prime. El Clasico, this was not. And with it being in Saudi, there were more sports washing claims. So there you have it. Exhibitions that have let us down. And I didn't even have time to mention the Community Shield.
Welcome back to our number 2 drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Win the dog is next to me. Let me just
Down
see.
here, by the way, Darren Ambrose.
No,
Jack. No, it's not Jack. No, it's not Jack.
There he is. All right, Win. Calm down. Noel's coming on a minute. Calm down. Still to come, we're joined by Luton town manager Jack Wilshere after they won the Virtue Trophy yesterday. Yeah, well, please, Jack. Well done, Jack. Good work. But now the title is officially in Man City's hands.
Ball running through to Scott, who's running through the centre. He's charging through the middle and he slammed it home. And Arsenal are behind again.
I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
They were timid, they were tepid, they were toothless. An encouragement given to Manchester City.
And Manchester City are moving to within 6 points of the top of the Premier League table, because it is now Chelsea 0, Manchester City 3.
I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
They've been beaten at home by Bournemouth by 2-1.
It's a big punch on the face.
Yes, perfect weekend for Man City. They're now officially in the running for that title. It's in their hands. It started when Arsenal were beaten 2-1 at home by Bournemouth before City were 3-0 winners at Chelsea yesterday. It moves them to within 6 points of Arsenal with the game in hand. And, of course, they play each other at the Etihad on Sunday. Let's speak to a man who was at Stamford Bridge yesterday. City fan, rock and roll superstar, the wonderful Noel Gallagher joins us live on Drive. Noel, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you, sir? You good? You well?
I'm very well, yes. You?
Very well, thank you. Do you have a massive smile on your face at the moment?
No. It's still, there's a long way to go yet. There's a long way to go.
I didn't. You and I, we spoke yesterday. I had no idea you were at Stamford Bridge watching a game.
Well, there you go. What can I say, man? I'm a man of many talents.
Yeah. Were you in the away end for that one, or did you have a box, or how did it work?
No. I was in the away end with the lads here. Yeah, it was great.
Well, let's talk about your team first before we talk about the demise of Bent's. So at half-time, things weren't looking necessarily great. I think it's fair to say you might have been a little bit worried. What was the difference, do you think, in the second half, Noel?
I don't think anybody was panicking in the City end. It wasn't, Chelsea. It was quite an even game, but we haven't been able to put together 90 minutes all season. So, same happened with Arsenal in the cup final. The Arsenal were kind of in it in the first half, and then we kind of knew that coming out, City would have an amazing 20 minutes first, second half, and that was all riding on that, really. And once we get the first goal, that was it. It was party time. But the atmosphere was unbelievable. You know, it's everybody's starting to believe now. So it's game on.
No, talk to me about Shirky. I mean, I think he's the next superstar of the Premier League.
Well, his first season, you know, he's only going to get better and better and better. And I think once he's pretty good already. But you know, this time next season, he could be a world superstar. He's just great to watch, and he takes the mickey a little bit, and he winds opposition fans up and opposition players, and that's a good thing. I think he's the kind of footballer that'll get kids into football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's the kind of footballer that he's like the Prince Nazim Hamed of football. Do you know, he's a show off, and he don't care. He's cheeky, and he winds people up. We love him. He's amazing.
Just going back to what you were saying before about, you know, you sort of fancy it now, but there was a time we would speak to you and you didn't think that was the case. And at both times, I sort of agreed with you. Do you feel as though the players now truly believe that it's theirs to lose, that they've got as much chance as they've ever had this season?
Well, it looked like it from yesterday's. I mean, when I came on, well, I don't know when it was. I mean, Arsenal, I think, had lost one game all season. So logic would have told you then that, you know, everything looked like it was pretty set up for possession for Arsenal. But they've done their usual thing in April. So do the City players believe they better? Because I tell you, the Pep does.
Yeah, I look at Pep now and it looks like he's thinking to himself,
yeah,
here we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go.
Absolutely. Yeah, what he texted me after the game, and it was, you know, he is bang up, he's fired up, properly fired up.
Do you ever speak to him? Do you ever speak to him before the game, like with an hour to go?
No,
Okay.
I've done once or twice, but we can sense it now. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy to think that we've got 10 games, potentially 10 games left in all comps. If we win all 10, we'll have done a domestic treble.
I know.
And nobody was even talking about that 2 weeks ago. That's insane.
That's such a good point. No one has ever mentioned that this season.
No one's mentioned it. We've done it under the radar. We've got this far under the radar. But as we get closer to that, then the pressure tells on us, and you never know. But, you know, Sunday's game, I'm so glad we're in it, because this is like, this is a massive game. And to be fair, we're the kind of team Arsenal would prefer to be playing, because we're going to camp in their half, and, you know, we're not going to park the bus. But it's going to be a great game for the neutral, and I cannot wait.
Is there a game plan? Do you think the pitch is going to be dry?
I think they're drying the pitch out today with those massive, great big dryers. Yeah, and but I think it's a perfect game for both teams, because Arsenal are under pressure now. They're not going to come and play to win. And in Arsenal's favour is City are going to come and they're going to go for it, and that will bring Arsenal a bit more joy, I think. So I think it's going to be great.
Do you know? I mean, I'm being an Arsenal fan worried, because I think Man City will obviously play the way they do, which is obviously that free-flowing football. Shirky, Semenyo's been brilliant. You're more attacking players, whereas Arsenal's attack hasn't got going for some time. So even if City do come and open up, I'm still not quite sure Arsenal have got the players to kind of capitalise on it.
I mean, we're defending pretty well as well, which has got us to this point. So, I look at Arsenal. I was watching their game on Saturday, and I don't understand what the game plan. There's a lot of passing it around at the back, and I think what's going to do for Arsenal is the home games, because their fans are on them. Do you know what I mean? And they're under serious pressure at the Emirates. We've got more away games. I mean, we have to go to Bournemouth, which suits us, because Bournemouth won't be able to sit in at home. And Arsenal have got Newcastle at the Emirates, and Newcastle love sticking it up Arsenal. You know, and Everton. You know, and it's going to be that you can't. I mean, you couldn't call it now, but I think the winner on Sunday wins it.
You said something quite interesting there, Noel, because Arteta, of course, is trying to win his first Premier League title, and he's obviously been second 3 times in a row. That could happen this season, we don't know yet. When City were first going for their first one, were there times that you were nervous in the stadium? Because I agree with you, in the stadium at times for Arsenal, it's a bit like, was it like that at City, or was it always just like, if it comes, it comes, if it doesn't, it doesn't?
No, because the nearer that you get, when we were going for the first title and we won. I don't know what happened. United lost the game, and then we beat United. That's it. We beat United at Old Trafford when Vinny scored from a corner, and it was in our hands. That's when the panic set in. Once you're chasing and you're clawing it back, but once they say once you're there and it's like, right, you need 3 more wins. That's when the panic sets in. That's when you start living every pass and every throw in and every corner. And you look at Pep after the game yesterday. It's nothing to him. He was just kind of shrugging. He's been there before. He knows. He knows. Pep Linders has been there before. Colo's been, there's a lot of people on the backroom staff there that have done this before, and they'll know how to. They know how intense to be in the training sessions. Even the guys who are not playing, John Stones and Aki, they'll know what it's like. They'll know that the guys behind them, when they were going for the title, how they were supposed to be with them. So. It's all Arsenal have got it all to do, and they've got no experience of doing it. But whoever wins that game, if Arsenal have got the balls to come and play, they could win that game, and they could. But then they could drop points the week after. You just don't know. This is what's amazing about football.
If you do go on to complete this domestic treble, where would that personally for you? Where would that rank amongst great seasons you've had as a City fan?
Well, for a start, I'd be getting told off by the manager, because I didn't think we could. I didn't think we would trophy this season, so I'd be getting a rollicking from
another
him.
one.
But another one. But I think we'll walk it next season. I genuinely think there'll be a procession next season. So this would just be like the most massive bonus. I'd love Bernardo Silva to pick up that trophy, because he's been such a brilliant player for us. If he ends up picking up 3 trophies on his way out the door, that would be just the most romantic way to say goodbye. And then we don't know what Pep's doing. Do you know what I mean? Is he going to stay? It doesn't look like he's going to leave. Then again, he's not. There's no noises coming.
I'm not going to push you on it, but I'm just curious. Have you spoken to him about that?
No, I wouldn't. Okay. I wouldn't be so rude. I wouldn't be so rude. But I will say that, sometimes you see him on TV and you think, well, it's done 10 years. Then another time you see him and you think, well, he's openly talking about rebuilding the team. So none of us know. He's a great poker player. I'll give him that. But I just think for the neutral now, when I thought the season was drifting, and it's so mad. United could end up runners up here. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the last 4 weeks have been crazy. So the next 4 weeks, I mean, Lord knows where we'll be at the end of this month, but it's brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. And the relegation's not been sorted. This is when we always say, the league starts in March. It does. This is the business in now, and every game is going to be amazing.
No, do you think it's a coincidence as well? Because Rodri, for me, is starting to look like Rodri of old. He's getting sharp after that long knee injury. Do you think that's why all of a sudden City now start to look like City of old?
There's that. He's getting back to his best. He's not there yet. He's getting back to his best. But we've stumbled upon Mark Gahey and Kusanov. And Mark Gahey's goal yesterday was outrageous. How he finished that was like a centre forward. And he just seems calm. He doesn't panic. Kusanov is a beast. I just think we're defending really, really well. That was a big clean sheet yesterday. And I think that breeds confidence. I think as great as Rodri is getting back to his best, it's O'Reilly. I mean, oh my God, that kid. I mean, I just run out of words for him. And it's just, now we're looking at the bench now, and it's looking a bit more solid, and there's a bit more firepower on there, a bit more experience. Kovacic, Foden is there. So it's all good.
Yeah. Just going back to Pep, there will be a time, it might not be this season, but there will be a time he does leave. I know that Arteta's been linked to your club. I'm not joking, by the way. You know this as well. What's your view on Arteta if he was to be the next City manager?
Look, the people who run our club they barely put a foot wrong. So, we go with it. We've got better players. I mean, I don't look when Arteta joined Arsenal, Pep was ridiculed a little bit because he said, "I'm sure eventually he's going to be successful." Now, Arteta's knocking on the door. He's properly knocking on the door here. And if he gets Arsenal over the line, another one will come fairly quickly, because the first one is the most difficult. And once City won that first league, we won another one a couple of years later, and then there was an avalanche of them. But the thing about the perception of Arteta is it's coloured by Arsenal fans, neurotic behaviour towards him. He wins one game and he's a genius. He does another, or something comes out about a training session, and they're all over him. So, I think they've lost 3 games all season across Europe as well. I mean, they're there. They are there. Yeah. Whether City will now bully it out of them remains to be seen. But I don't be surprised if Arsenal go on and win it from here.
Last question, then I'll let you go. You're going at the weekend unless you're working? You there?
Oh no, I'm going. Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You nervous?
I'm gonna. No, because we're a year ahead of schedule. Yeah. I love these big games where the build up to it is amazing. We've been involved in a lot of these when we were going against Liverpool a couple of times, and we played them in the running, and United, and we played them in the running, and these are the games that you live for. Do you know what I mean? As a football supporter, and it's going to be amazing. The Etihad is going to be jumping. AFTV are going to be there crying. It's going to be one of the great days, and whoever comes out on top, good luck to them.
Yeah. Good luck to you. You're a superstar. Thanks for coming on, Noel. Always appreciate it, man.
Cheers, Noel.
No worries, mate. See you later.
Cheers,
Bye.
pal.
Bye.
There you go. It's interesting what you said about Arteta there, and he made a very good point that the owners of Man City, they don't put a foot wrong.
I was looking at their bench as well, right? City's right, and people talk about Arsenal's squad.
Yeah.
Nori come off the bench, good player. Foden, Savinho, Kovacic. They've got Trafford, who they signed as a number 1. Ake, Nico Gonzalez, Tijani Reinders, is a big player. Yeah. Marmouche. That's their bench.
Very strong now. Very strong. I can't wait to talk about that game in the build up to it.
I'm saying if we get beat, I'm not coming on Monday. So
you have to, mate. We'll come to you. We'll come to you.
We'll do the show from the garden.
We'll do it wherever you want, on the roof if you want. You can have your say on everything that Noel Gallagher has said, 03717223344. If you missed any of that, you can, of course, go to the website or download the free-to-download talkSPORT app and then hit the listen again button. But not yet, because there's still more to come from me and DB right after this, live on Drive.
Do you think Arteta's too pragmatic, Simon? Is this going to be the difference as to who ends up winning it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he says to the players in the dressing room, but clearly I do think the coach's responsibility is if he's not actually kicking a ball, it's his responsibility to set the players up mentally and structurally to be able to do it in a fashion that produces the best outcome. And I use the word navigate at the beginning of this section because that's what I think Arsenal are trying to do. They're trying to navigate their way through games, not impose themselves on games, not take control of the game, not to be bold, not to be fearsome, fearless. In their and their reaction to circumstances. Now, when they went away to Sporting, it was the perfect time to not be bold because they were trying to manage a European game, and they got praise from me last week, and people criticised them because it was considered to be a workmanlike performance. But a 1-0 away result in a European game is a good result. Now they'll bounce back tomorrow or Wednesday whenever they're playing against Sporting and produce an outcome again. I think everything will be revealed on Sunday when they play Manchester City.
The question is, they'll be bold then when they play City.
Oh no, they won't be daft. No. They'll do what they normally do. The question is, if Arsenal were 3 or 6 points behind City when they played Bournemouth at home at the weekend, what would they have done different? Yeah. They would have committed. They'd have played quicker, more urgency. They would have got more men forward earlier in the game. They would have gone after them.
Feels like Arsenal have something to lose rather than something to win.
Well, it's a bit like Rory with a six-shot lead, wasn't it? Yes. That dwindled on day 3.
Yeah. So that begs the question then, who are Arsenal's biggest opponents in this title race? Manchester City or themselves?
Start of the talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. What time are you up this morning, Dean?
I've got a full night's sleep.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Good boy.
Yes, it was no...
Any movies?
Nah, there was no 4AMs, to be fair, no.
You not watched any movies recently? You not dabbled with anything?
What have I watched recently? Oh, no, last night, just like, when I got home before... after I put the kids to bed,
Yeah.
I've watched Gemini Man.
What's Gemini?
Will Smith. It's not great.
It sounds
You know that
Have you seen it before?
Yeah.
Why are you watching it again?
Because it was just on Sky, so I've put it on. But you know that's where they clone a younger version of him because he's like a master assassin. They clone a younger version.
Here's a question for you. And I'm guessing people will go nuts on this one, right? There are certain films for me, Goodfellas being one of them, right? I'll say Legend being another one with Tom Hardy, that when they're on, Shawshank being another one, you just sit and watch the end of it. Wherever you are in a movie, like Indiana Jones.
I know, see, I get that, and there are certain films, if it's on TV, I've got to watch it, right?
Yeah, wherever you are, wherever you turn on, 10 minutes left, 40 minutes left, I'll watch the rest.
Oh, no, see, what I can't do, and this I'm a bit weird like this, and some people will kind of agree with me. So, you know, if I turn on Sky, and like, you had Matrix, and Matrix, was it Revolutions or Matrix Reloaded? Whichever one's second, say it's Reloaded second.
Yeah.
If I turn on, and it's Reloaded the second one, I'm like, oh, I can't watch that. I have to go back to the first one. I can't just watch the second one, just randomly. You know, Star Wars, perfect example. If it's like Empire Strikes Back, I can't watch that. I have to go back to the start.
Okay, that's insane. So let me just ask you this, right? Let's just say it's 4:30, right?
Yeah.
And your missus says, 5 o'clock, can you go and get the kids?
Yeah.
You're half out of kill. You're sitting home, you put the telly on, and the second Matrix comes on.
I think it's Reloaded.
Right, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Going back, oh, I can't watch that, so I'll turn that off. And then if I'm in the mood for Matrix, I'll then put on the first one for the first half hour.
That's insane.
Yeah, I can't just watch any.
What is that? Is that like a OCD thing?
I don't know what it is. But I can't watch a random.
See, this would destroy you then. So what I do sometimes, if I'm flicking through, and there's like for example, I use Legend as an example. It was on telly the other day, and I turned on telly. I'd missed about 30 minutes, and I went, "Oh, that's a good film." So I just from there recorded it on the Sky Planner.
Yeah.
So whenever I've got time to tell, I can just watch it.
Oh no, I couldn't do that. Did that Legend about the craze?
Yeah.
Because me, Joe, and Ed went to the restaurant, didn't we? That they filmed that in.
Yeah, E. Police's. Yeah.
Great place.
Bethnal Green.
Woo! The food was unbelievable.
Yeah,
a lot of it, food, but yeah. So now I couldn't do that. I have to go to one.
That's insane.
That Lord of the Rings, like when it says Return of the King, I can't do that. It's not straight. I can't jump in straight to number 3.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
No, I can't. Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and then the Return of the King.
The wedding.
I have to go back to the front to start.
I think you're the only person on the planet who does that.
No, I'm not.
I bet you are. There's no one else that does that.
That's a great film. The Rock, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it's good. That's filmed at Alcatraz.
Yeah, well, I know that.
No, what I'm saying.
Okay, who's the other big actor in it?
Sean Connery.
And the other one?
Roger Moore.
No.
Man or woman?
Man.
Big actor. Cage, Connolly, and one more.
Yeah.
What does he play in it?
He's a main baddie.
No.
Ed Harris. Legend.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Still to come, Benny's going to be looking back at a busy old weekend in his EFL corner. Just quickly, Michael Carrick has said that Man United are confident Kobbie Mainoo will sign a new deal at the club.
Yeah, I think he will.
Go on, Sunshine. Mikel Arteta spoke to talkSPORT after Arsenal's defeat at home to Bournemouth on Saturday. Was he on his own or did he have a dog with? Just on his own, okay. He said that they only had themselves to blame.
We need to look at ourselves first because a lot of the incredible things that the team has done for 9 months have to remain the same in the last 7 weeks of the competition, in both competitions. And today we weren't there. This is sport. It happens, and now is a good scenario to see how we're going to react to us as a team.
By the way, I'm trying to get enough signatures to get Win's name changed to We Don't.
We need to do We need to do
We don't win.
We need to do a show from
Arsenal's
training ground.
Win.
And let Win come and bite you.
Win. He's not there anymore. He can't be there. Win. Here he is.
There was a video,
Win.
There was a video the other day of Eze going to the training ground. He came out and greeted him.
You can't call him Win. Don't tell me he calls him Win. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, he calls him Win. They also win games.
Not
Well, Back to the Future 1, 2, 3. If three's on,
I can't watch any of them.
See, you know what?
Because I'm not nuts.
I'm contradicting myself here.
Can I just take this Arsenal call?
Yeah, take him. We take the Arsenal fan.
Okay.
And we give it to you, both barrels.
Matthew, I bet he doesn't. Hello, Matt.
How we doing? You all right, guys?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. To be honest with you, Benny, honestly, Arsenal are frustrating the life out of me. I was there the weekend, and we just going backwards, side to side, backwards, side to side. The goalkeeper had more touches than anyone else. We might as well playing the ball back into our own net. I mean, you've got the strikers calling for the ball, like literally screaming for it. Gocker is screaming for it. They brought on Max Dowman. He was screaming for the ball.
Yeah.
I'm just going side to side and backwards. It's crazy.
Do you feel sorry for Gyökeres if the pitch is too dry for him?
Well, the thing is, though, he was, honestly, I know people give him a bit of stick, but he was, honestly, you don't see it on TV, but he's actually screaming for the pass, for the ball. to be put forward.
Yeah, he's getting no service, and that's where I do feel for him.
I'm not fading him down. I want to ask him.
No, I do feel. No, you're not asking Matthew. Matthew, you're going to be facetious here. Here we go.
No, Matt. I don't want to have fun at anyone's demise, but do you back Arteta? Do you still want him to be the manager?
Well, I'll tell you what. If we don't win nothing this season, which I think we're not going to win anything this season, I'll be honest with you. I just think we need to change it. To be honest with you, I've had enough. He's had enough time to. Can't be always second. You can't always be nearly maybe all the time.
Trust me.
It's got I don't know what's happened to the team. It's like someone's got a spell on us all of a sudden because we've gone from playing lovely football.
What do you mean all of a sudden? What do you mean all of a sudden? You haven't won anything for ages.
No, but we've been playing good stuff this season.
This season, I thought this season was different. I thought this season we looked amazing. Like everything was clicking, and then all of a sudden, it's just gone to pot. I mean, I shouldn't really be surprised, should I? Really, but.
So I'm glad that Matthew's obviously like laughing about it because I'm there Wednesday doing the comms, sporting.
Oh wow!
Jeez,
you won't lose that. Was it 1-0?
Yeah,
you won't lose that.
I don't think we lose it, but Arsenal need to play with the same freedom in the Premier League as they do in the Champions League.
If you lose and get knocked out,
oh my goodness, don't say that, Andy. Please,
I'd hate for that to happen. Still to come, we'll ask Leeds fans if they're worried about the drop, but time for a bit of no googling. Ryan Cherky now has 10 Premier League assists. We want to know who was the last player to get 10 or more assists in their debut season in the Premier League.
Wow, it's a great question, that.
The answer to that, and Jack Wilshere joins us when we come back. Jack, of course, won a trophy at Wembley this weekend for Luton, and of course, used to play for Arsenal.
Let's talk about the Pards derby. Newcastle came to Crystal Palace. They went 1-0 up, but ended up losing 2-1. Arteta, who's had a good week for Palace, even though he wanted to leave at one point. He's happy to be there now, still kicking the corner flag, doing his thing for Palace, but...
Yeah, he's got this dream of, and he's got this goal to play for France. I mean, when you look, Cherky's French, and Matt, all the great players they got. I mean, it does look a long shot for him. But if you give him a chance, and he's timed it well, Glasner, he's put him in that European game. They've not been playing well, and he's come to the fore. And they wouldn't have won these two games without him. He's not just the way he plays, it's his personality. I think he's an infectious kind of personality.
Is he better than Dom Solanke?
No, I don't think so. But I think in terms of a presence and a personality in the dressing room, that might make up for a lot of his technical faults, if you know what I mean. But, you can't... He has definitely got minerals.
Delivers as well.
You can see when he takes penalties and stuff, he's out... I don't like to say he's having himself, but he is. And I like that. You need players who've got that about them. And great result for them. Newcastle take the lead, lose. And, one of the things about being manager in Newcastle is that result and that fact that they've turned over a lead again will be absolutely scrutinised to the finest detail and the local radio, local press up there, and nowhere for Eddie to go.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've had a look. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on the side of a cliff in the Faroe Islands in Euro 2000 qualifying. The pitch at Toftir was like a cow field, never mind those gale force winds. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time. Cue Scandi scenes. But away trips don't come tougher than playing Bolivia at altitude in La Paz. Or so we thought. The Bolivians have now taken home advantage to another level, literally 500 metres further up the Andes to the country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Meanwhile, the loudest stadium in world football officially is the Ali Sami Yen, where Galatasaray fans set a world record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead. But our most intimidating away day is in Wales. Prison team HMP Prescoed was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Is this Dancing with Elephants or Walking with Elephants? Is it Elephants?
No, but hey, Jack, find that
Find that tune, Jack. Find it, Jack. Before the break, I asked the question, who was the last player to get 10 or more assists in a debut Premier League season?
Hazard?
No, West Ham scored probably the greatest free kick in Premier
Oh, no, the greatest free kick. Dimitri Payet.
Yeah.
That tells you the levels, man, that he was playing at.
Still to come and have some fun, as Martin Keown would say, with the best of talkSPORT. But now it's time to take a look at the latest EFL action in partnership with McDonald's.
Bent's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus, fees apply to delivery orders, subject to availability, price may vary.
They're on the attack again here. Wells in the penalty. Great takedown. Brilliant finish. Naki Wells for Luton Town. And Jack Wilshere explodes along the Wembley touchline. Luton Town have come from behind. They'll go and get to the cross. Inside the penalty. And Wells! Wells has won it for Luton. Jack Wilshere graduates from rookie manager to trophy winner with Luton Town. Full time. Luton Town 3. Stockport County 1.
Legend.
We are incredibly Incredibly impressed with our mate, and I'm delighted to say the man of the moment himself joins us live on Drive and Talk Sport as we say hello and good evening to Jack Wilshere. Jack,
hello, Andrew.
How are you, my little trophy-winning friend?
I'm good, mate. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, forget about me. It's all about you today, Jack.
How are you, Jack?
But I've missed you. I've missed you, Andy.
All right, well, I've missed you too. But I'm so pleased for you, Jack. Both me and Benty and the boys. In fact, everyone.
All right, Darren.
Hello, mate. You're right.
I'm good. How are you?
Jack, you know what? Before we talk about how great you are harder to pin down for a chat on my show with Benty than Noel Gallagher, Robbie Williams, and David Beckham put together. Why is that?
Probably with all due respect to them, and they are legends, of course, but none of them are the manager of a League One club. And that is an extremely busy job, Andrew.
What have you been doing today? We'll talk about the game yesterday. What have you been doing today on the back of it?
Watched the game back this morning. Then I sat with my staff and went through it to decide what we're going to show the lads tomorrow, because we then have another game on Wednesday which we need to prepare for. So, yeah, it's a busy time. It's obviously a really nice moment for everyone at the club, and we have to enjoy it. But also, my job is to make sure that we win on Wednesday as well.
Jack, where's the trophy? You got it? We are.
I have. Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, of course we
Obviously.
do.
All right, give me
Can you reach it?
20 seconds.
He's getting a step ladder.
Is it?
Why was it not next to him on the
I know, why would
surely?
you not?
You win a trophy at Wembley, any trophy. It's going to be.
I heard you, by the way, Andrew. It's not funny. It's quite big, though.
Oh, well, look at that. Is it really big, or is it just a tiny little trophy? But that is fantastic. Let's have a proper look. Well done, man. That's such a great achievement. Let's talk about it. Keep it there, Jay. It looks great. Let's talk about.
I can't hold it. It's really heavy.
All right, stick it on the table then. It'd be good if we can still sit in shot. Let's talk about the game, right? Because how did you feel before? What was it like for you as a manager? And you've been a manager for a bit now, but you've only been in charge of Luton for a short amount of time. What was it like for you giving that speech in the dressing room before a major cup final for your club? And it was a major cup final for Luton. What was that feeling like, Jack?
Yeah, it was a special feeling, and generally, we've been that way. I've been that way, but I've encouraged the players and the staff to be this way the whole season, where we are generally really process driven, really game to game, and we take the good things out of when we review, show them the bad things that we need to improve on, and we wanted to try and keep it the same while understanding as well. Of course, it's a different occasion. The lads had a week of a different build up to a game where there was more media. They had obviously more ticket requests from family and friends, and we had to embrace that as well. Obviously, as well with Luton having 35,000, which is outstanding. The fans were incredible. 35,000 fans there. It is slightly different, so we had to accept the fact that it was a little bit different, but try to keep it as the same as much as possible as we could. And but no, the whole lead up, we were in the hotel the night before. We stayed right next to Wembley, so you opened your window in the hotel and it was there. And then we tried to keep the day exactly the same, but also the moments before the game we had to accept it was slightly different, and we had to embrace that and use it. And to be fair to the lads, they executed everything, and it's not always been that easy for us this season. We've had ups and downs, and I'm not saying that we're where we want to be, and we're definitely not finished, but for the players to do that on that stage was outstanding.
Now, Jack, about the game, listen, Naki Wells scores two unbelievable goals, so we'll get back to him. But at 2-1, your goalkeeper, James Shea, makes an unbelievable save. His performance was top drawer, I thought.
Yeah, he was outstanding. And, there was a lot of people asking me before the game, because James hasn't played that much this season. And, he's been unlucky, and he's an outstanding person, number one, who generally he pushes Josh, who's played a lot of games this season, every single day. And I think at this level it's slightly different as well. I think about the Arsenal situation and all the question marks that were raised around that. It's different at this level. You need two number ones that can push each other all the time, and one's that's ready to step in, because the amount of games, anything can happen. And top guy. He's a legend at the club. He's been here a long, long time, and he deserved that moment. And also, people probably don't know, but he was in my youth cup team, and we won the youth cup together 16, 17 years ago.
Wow.
So Yeah, it was nice to win something else with him, and we had a nice moment after the game.
Listen, Jack, you've played in many a cup final and won most of them, of course. So you can pick any of them. 2011, when I know you lost against Birmingham then, but you've won cup finals. How? Okay, serious question. I don't even know if you can answer it, so we will understand it. But what are the major differences winning a trophy at Wembley, a player compared to a manager for you?
Yeah, probably the biggest thing is like the kind of the collective responsibility you feel. I mean, as a player, and Bentley will tell you, you're selfish, and that's fine. Like, of course, you have to find your way in a team, but you're also, when you're going into a game or when you're going into a season, you're setting your own personal goals. You have to worry about yourself physically, about yourself mentally, and make sure you're in the right frame of mind to approach a game. And when you're a manager or a coach, there's so much more that goes into it. You have to be across everything. You have to make sure that the staff are clear with their roles and what they have to do. You have to make sure that the players have as much clarity as they can. And and then when it all comes together and you have a nice moment like that, it is, I said yesterday, it's a better feeling for me than winning a trophy as a player.
That's what I was going to ask. What's a better feeling? But as a manager, is better than a player?
100%, in my opinion. Listen, of course, I had some great moments. I lost some cup finals as well. When you lose, the first cup final I played in as a player, we lost, and then when you win the next one, it makes it even nicer. And I love my time as a player and the trophies that we won. But yeah, to do it as a coach and as well, I've said this before, and I'd like to think that I'm very humble, which you can probably vouch for, hopefully. But like football, at times it came easy to me, and coaching definitely didn't. I had to, and I still have so much to learn. But I remember my first day walking in at Arsenal with the under-18s and thinking, wow, like this is completely different. I need to lead a group of players, a group of staff, which I've never done before. And there was some long hours at the training ground. There still is long hours at the training ground, but I've sacrificed a lot to be in this position I am today. And when you get a nice reward at the end of it, it tells you you're on the right track.
Well, Jack, your side's in really good form at the minute. I think you're only 6 points off the playoffs. An incredible run. Do you think that performance at Wembley against Stockport will kind of propel you guys for the playoffs?
I hope so, Benty. And generally, we have been game to game. And the next game for us is Northampton at home, who are fighting for their life. And we have to make sure that, which I think we've done. We've gone through a lot of ups and downs this season, but we've kind of got a foundation of our performance that we know there's some things that we just have to do. And at this level as well, I want the team to have the ball as much as we can, but also at this level, there's a lot of chaos. So you have to accept you have to do certain things and be really good at that to get the ball and then start playing. But yeah, look, we've been on a good run. We found a bit of rhythm. As I said, there's chaos, so anything can happen at any point in this league. But we feel like we're in a good position to approach the next 5 games, starting on Wednesday.
Just a quick word about your former club, Arsenal. I remember speaking to you, I'm pretty sure it was on air. You told us there was this young kid coming through called Max Dowman. Look out for him. He's going to be pretty special. Have even you been surprised just how quickly he's taken to life as a Premier League player?
No, generally no, Andrew, because I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that from the moment he played in the under-18s. I mean, he was 13. I remember putting him on against Southampton and being the best player on the pitch. And that's not normal. And so I knew that, listen, he's still got loads to do. And the way that Mikel wants the team to play and how structured they are, like he has to learn that. And that's generally, that's all I tried to give him was give him a head start when Mikel takes him, that he understood what he wants from him. He wouldn't be perfect at it, but he's got some fantastic ability that sometimes you just can't ignore. It doesn't matter how old you are. And that it feels like as well he's becoming quite an important player for them at the moment.
Do you think he's good enough to go to the World Cup?
Yeah, I've said it before. I think he is. I think that he has to play. He has to play for Arsenal between now and the end of the season, because I genuinely believe, and I know we've had this chat before when I used to come in, that players should be picked for England when they're in form, when they're playing. So I think he has to play, but I do think he's good enough. I said it before. I think if he's Spanish, Spain would take him to the World Cup. So why shouldn't we do it?
Jack, I need you to give me something, mate, a bit of confidence in terms of Arsenal and the Premier League title. I need you to give me something. Give me something that will make me feel a bit better. You're breaking up there,
Benny. Sorry, I can't hear.
He said, why are we so poor?
No, I didn't say that. I need you to give me something, Jack. It's the belief that they can
we
do
need
it.
to start playing. They need to start playing again, and I think Odegaard helps with that. I think Max can help with that. I think they'll get it across the line. I think they will. I think that obviously next week is a massive game, where you're looking at it now. You take the point, right? And but I do think they'll get it over the line. They're going through a bad spell at the moment, but I believe that Mikel has enough. I believe that Mikel has enough quality in the squad to find a little bit of rhythm, find a result somewhere, just to get it over the line. Because I don't think they're far away from it.
Jack, again, completely off topic, right? But back to Luton, your team. Lincoln City, right? You've obviously played against them. They've obviously just got promoted. They've absolutely walked the league. Have they been that good and that far ahead of everybody else? I mean, it's been incredible what they've done.
Fair play to them. They've done unbelievable, really. Like, to be that consistent in this league is really, really impressive. But what I will say is, if you're bored tonight, look on YouTube at our game against them. We drew 2-2 with them, and we scored a set piece at the end, which was never a foul. So, I was impressed with how we played against them. But generally, I know one of the coaches there, Tom Shaw, and he was on my pro license, and I've been speaking to him over the years about like the journey they've been on, and to find the consistency that they have at this level is really, really impressive, and credit to them.
Jack, credit to you. You've been really impressive. Thanks so much for coming on. We really do hope you make it into the playoffs.
Thanks, guys.
Do you know what? I don't know how football clubs work. Have you ever thought, we're near the end of the season, just for that extra push, you ever thought about getting a dog for the club? Call it win. You ever thought about that?
Call it playoffs.
Okay. Call it playoffs. You ever thought about that?
No, I've never thought about that.
No, there's a reason for that. Jack, listen, we're blown away by your success. Long may that continue. Luton Town have got themselves a great, great manager, and we hope you get into the playoffs and you push up and you get promoted as well. What a great day you had at Wembley. Well done to
Cheers,
you
guys.
and the rest of the team. Well done, Jack.
Thank you.
There you go, wonderful Jack Wilshere. Legend. That was all thanks to our friends at McDonald's.
Bent's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
The best bits of talkSPORT coming up right after this.
Abby Summers, it is Sunday, April the 12th. Your football club, Tottenham Hotspur, are 18th in the Premier League.
Why is he crying now? I tell you what, if they could all just stop crying and actually start real, have they only just realised? Like this is what is annoying me. This is what is annoying me. I've seen Romero cry. I've seen Mickey van der Ven cry. Where has that been all season? Has it just occurred to you, with 7 games to go, now 6 games to go, that you are sending this football club down? The captain, now you're crying. You weren't doing that when you was getting yourself sent off and missed 7 games this season. Mickey van der Ven couldn't one-on-one defend for weeks on end. We sat here and watched. Now you're crying because you realise that you're going to get relegated. Is that what I'm watching here? When none of you have given 1 ounce of a toss the entire season. They've looked like they've been so arrogant about it. When they was walking off and dismissing Thomas Frank. Didn't care, showing up late to training, which has been well documented from my club captain. Now you're sitting there and you're crying because you know that it's your backs are really against the wall, boys. You've got absolutely no quality in you. This is what is infuriating to me. It's now fully hit you. The arrogance about them is disgraceful. When people have sat there and they've said, well, Tottenham are too good to go down, you won't get pulled into it. We've slept-walked into this situation. The board slept-walked into it and had the arrogance about that, not bringing anyone in January, not trying to help Thomas Frank when they could. And I will always stand by the fact Thomas Frank was never, ever, ever the right coach for Tottenham Hotspur. You could see that. You could see that the way he set up against Chelsea. You could see that the way he set up against Arsenal. And after that, that was a sackable offence for me back in November. Yeah, well, Max is driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, and the best of talkSPORT. We kicked things off with Luton Town's big win over Stockport in the Virtue Trophy final. The game was live and exclusive on talkSPORT 2. The Moose, Ian Abrahams, caught up with a big name before the match.
Stockport legend, Nicky Quinn. Really, legend.
Hall of Famer, son.
You're a Hall of Famer.
How many Hall of Fames are you in?
None.
I'm in 3. You name the other 2. Quiz question.
Name the other 2. Wigan? No. Southampton?
Portsmouth to play for you, Moon Man.
All right, who are you on?
Newcastle United.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Hold on, just let me drop that, mate.
Tough start for you, Ian.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that. If you could be in the Hall of Fame for anything other than football, what would it be? Panel.
Nah, broadcasting.
Denzel Washington.
If you're in this industry and you're in the Hall of Fame.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first impression of the Moose?
No, I've never done one. Oh, when I first met him? I mean, the question is, do you remember your first impression of the Moose?
Yeah, I don't mean when someone did an impression of him.
Yeah, and I remember thinking, okay, he's a nice fella. But I remember I used to see him all the time. Whenever I played, he'd be like,
I've never done one.
Yeah, I ain't done one, no.
That's unbelievable.
Great guy.
That's unbelievable. There's plenty more EFL action to come on talkSPORT 2, starting with a huge game in the Championship. That's between Portsmouth and Ipswich.
Well, then,
Go on, Portsmouth. Tomorrow night.
Rory McIlroy's incredible win at Augusta last night. Here's a clip from our sister station, talkSPORT Gold. This is a pro golfer, Andrew Beef Johnston, putting Alan Brazil and Gabby Agbonahor through the golf trivia quiz.
How many clubs are you allowed to have?
5.
Oh, well, don't be stupid.
I'm guessing.
Don't be stupid.
How many are you allowed?
It's not pitch and putt. Second question. What's foursomes?
Well, they're really important, aren't they?
Wow. What do you know about foursomes?
I've played quite a couple of times.
All right. If you win the
I was
Masters,
trying to tone that down for.
if you win the Masters, win the green jacket.
Yeah.
If there was an Andy Goldstein Golf Invitational, what prize would it be?
Night with me, an evening with me, like, you know, not a night with me. Well, you know. Anyway, move on.
For more golfing content, head to talksport.com.
All right, on now to Bentley's favourite podcast. 21 minutes to go. By the way, this week's is Porn or Bjorn Revisited. So if you're a fan of Sports Bar, you need to download it. It's Jason Cunning and I doing our very best elephant impressions. They're bad.
And she's doing, you know, the trunk, doing all that. People like this, Mary.
I'm sorry, that's not a good elephant impression. You can
No, it wasn't. Oh, it wasn't.
You can do it that.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. What do you do, That's a cow. Elephants are hard, mate.
That's quite bad. If you could take one body part from any animal in the world, what would you pick?
Probably the...
What would you go for?
I was going to say horse, but not horse.
Why? What would you say for horse?
No, I'm going to say probably the... I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Biceps of a flipping silverback.
Say that, would you?
Yeah, man. Big old strong things, man. I think it'd be the neck of a... what do you call it again? Giraffe. I think it's a camel.
Make sure you download 21 minutes ago. It's me and Cundy, wherever you get your podcast from. New episodes every Monday and Thursday. And this week's has its very own version of porn.
Is it 18 plus for this one?
No, none more.
This is child friendly, is it?
Oh, no, it's not child friendly.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Keep your kids away. Last hour drive coming up with me and DB right after this, live on talkSPORT.
I walked out of the stadium on Saturday, and I'm an old school, and I said to your researcher that I think this goes back a long way. It goes back to Arsene Wenger the last 11 years. We're cowardly. We've got nobody in the midfield. We've got a lovely bunch of players that are all on their own lovely. No Patrick Vieira. Nobody just stamped their foot. No, Patrick Vieira would have been the ideal person on Saturday because he would have got in amongst them. Declan Rice, amazing player. Amazing player. You can't knock him. Zubimendi, great technical player. But every time we tackle somebody, they're picking them up. Are you okay? Are you all right? We need somebody, Simon will probably tell you this in business, you need somebody that can hardball, that can go in and say, that's not working. What are you boys doing? They were all popping Zubimendi out on the pitch on Saturday because he was giving the ball away, to be fair. But this goes back to the Wenger days of turning us into a weak, cowardly club. And sadly, we're going to go up there Saturday. I'll be up there Sunday. I think it'll be 5-0. I've got this horrible feeling that they're going to tear us apart. I don't know what Danny thinks about. He spoke earlier about having somebody in the midfield that calms the nerve. We haven't got that. We just haven't got it.
And it's not going to be that, is it? When did Arsenal last concede 5 in a game? I mean,
I understand his fear. I understand his fear because if Arsenal played like they did at the weekend and City played like they did second half Chelsea, there could be a, Liverpool.
Let's be honest. We've all found ourselves raging at a referee's decision at some stage. This feel familiar?
That is an absolutely shocking decision.
They've got a case in that it was a bad decision.
It's such a poor decision.
Yeah, I think he's just made a bad decision in that instance.
But what does it take to get to the very top of football refereeing? Every referee starts with their county FA. It's a simple training course and you can take it as soon as you hit your 14th birthday. Once you've done that, you have to go through at least 11 hours of face-to-face training. You'll then graduate as a Level 7 official, which means you can take charge of county-level games. But hold your horses, there's still a long way to go to get to the Premier League. Your next step is to spend a year each at Levels 6, 5 and 4. This covers the top of the amateur game. Only at Level 3 do you start doing Northern Counties or Isthmian League level games, for example. If you've done this all quickly, you can reach Level 2 and ref your first National League match after, I don't know, 6 years? After getting enough experience at that level, you can apply to be a referee in the EFL. There's an interview, people watching you do games, and then, if the EFL are happy, you'll be granted a Level 1 licence to ref in games in League 2 and above. Now, they don't just say on you go to the Premier League, you have to work your way up through the divisions. Only after years of hard work and refereeing on cold Tuesday nights in Stoke can you be considered to do matches in some of Europe's very best stadiums. Now, who was the youngest to reach the very top? It was actually Michael Oliver. He reffed his first Premier League match in 2010 at the tender age of just 25. So if you want to follow in his footsteps, crack on. It'll only take you roughly a decade, thousands of hours of work and an incredibly thick skin. In total, there are 37,000 registered referees across England, but the PGMOL has only deemed 21 good enough for the top flight. That means there's not even a 1 in 1,000 chance you'll even make it in. Obviously, referees can make mistakes, but when you think about it, having a go at them is kind of like slating a brain surgeon.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive and talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Win the Dog is alongside me. Hello. Oh, Moose, just looking for Win the Dog. I'll speak to you in a bit. Oh, there he is. There he is. Wait, stay there. Oh, Moose, I'll speak to you in a bit.
Not going on there. Not quite sorted that routine out.
Yeah,
yet,
no, we have. Yeah.
Maybe try again.
No, watch. Win the Dog, you all right?
No worries.
Yeah, okay.
Wrong button, Jack. Moose, you there? Moose?
That's what over to go.
Fine, okay. Darren Bent's here as well.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, finding that.
Yeah,
he's all over. One button he's got. Still to come, we'll get team news ahead of Man United against Leeds tonight. And of course, you can hear that game live on talkSPORT.
Now it's 4-on-2, and it's being led by Fernandes. And now it's in Burma to finish. He does. And Manchester United lead on the breakaway.
Dare I say it, this is what coming to Old Trafford used to be like for away teams.
For Carrick and United, the chase for the Champions League goes on.
Bruno Fernandes, what a finish, what a goal!
Something that we got to embrace, and it's yeah, as I say, it's why we're involved for these type of games.
Which way will the relegation battle swing next?
Few boos, more of frustration. The effort was there from Leeds, but the quality was sadly lacking. But it ends Leeds 0, Brentford 0.
And Mavropanos turns and fires it past the goalkeeper to make it 4-0 to West Ham.
Over to you, the rest of the teams around in the relegation zone.
All of them trying to avoid that one place.
Yeah, we're Leeds United, we don't ever do it the easy way.
It's the War of the Roses, the White Rose of Yorkshire against the Red of Lancashire.
On us at 7, Adrian Damos live coverage of Manchester United against Leeds United. They sit third, can move 10 points clear of 6th place Chelsea with a win tonight. How about that? Meanwhile, Leeds, well, they're 15th, 3 points clear of the relegation zone. Their boss, Daniel Farke, has been speaking to the media ahead of tonight's game. He said they'll need to be brave to win at Old Trafford.
It won't be possible if you just park the bus and just try to defend anyhow to survive there. It's important that you have many spells where you also try to press them, try to dominate the ball, try to create chances. And of course, we need a good balance. We need a good structure against the ball and have to be switched on our defensive behavior. They have many threats in the offense. And it's, of course, important to control all of this. But bravery, I would say, is next to compactness and structure against the ball also important. We need the ball as much as possible in order to give ourselves a chance.
It's a massive game for Leeds tonight. Do you think come full time we're going to see a happy Farke or a sad Daniel Farke?
I can't see them getting anything at Old Trafford. But
nothing at all?
No, I see you winning. But I mean, Leeds of late haven't been too bad. I mean, I know they went through the FA Cup on pens of 2-0 lead, a few draws in there. Yeah, it's a bit of a bizarre one for Leeds because they haven't lost too many of late. I know the last couple of league results against they lost in March against City and Sunderland. But on the whole, they've been drawing quite a lot of games. So I don't watch Leeds as much as other teams, but just watching how they're plodding along, I was thinking, okay, they're going to be fine. But then when you actually look at the numbers and where they exactly are, I was like, oh my goodness, hold a second
It's
here.
sort of gone under the radar because of the madness surrounding West Ham, Forest and Spurs.
Right, and then you look at where they are. I mean, now they're 33 points. Forest 33 points. West Ham 32. Spurs 30. They are right in it. Because above them now is Newcastle in 14th. They're on 42 points, 9 points. They're not going anywhere.
No.
So it's Leeds downward now.
It's a little mini league going on down there.
Honestly, at one point, it's only when I looked at the numbers, I went, that can't be right. I mean, their goal difference, Leeds, is minus 11. Forest is minus 12. West Ham is minus 17. And Tottenham is minus 11. So they are right in the thick of it. Right in there. So
when you're in a scenario like this where you are sniffing relegate, or more than sniffing, right? You're very close to the
in it
drop
like
zone.
this, yeah.
When you look at games like this, do you think we've got to get something, or are you thinking this ain't the game where we should be getting to? It's the other games. For argument's sake, the Spurs game is much bigger for them.
Well, when
They've got a chance.
When I was at Charlton and we went down, which was sad. Yes, if you can go to Old Trafford, certainly back when I was playing then, that Man United team, you're thinking, if we can get something from this game, we're going to go there, have a go, but these are not the games that are going to keep us up, because ultimately the Man United back then are going for the league title. They've got bigger fish to fry. So we're like, if we get something from this, like a point, we've done really, really well. But it's games like Leeds play Man United, then they play Wolves. There's 3 points. That's a 3 points they need to get. They go Bournemouth away, tough game, but fair enough. Then they've got an FA Cup semi-final. Then they go Burnley at home, right? Then they've got Tottenham away. There's 3 games there. That's 9 points on offer.
Are all 3 of those games bigger than that semi-final?
Yeah, for their survival. 100%, because they've got it's what's on the other side of the draw.
Yeah.
Man City, they're waiting.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Do you know what I mean? So, the Man United game tonight, if they can get something brilliant. But Wolves is a massive game. Bournemouth, big game, a tough one. Chelsea FA Cup, Burnley and Tottenham. They've got Burnley and Tottenham back to back.
They're the 3.
They're the 3. You win 2 of those, get 6 points. You're safe.
And you're taking points off your.
Yeah, you're safe.
Not Burnley because they're down anyway. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I think you're safe. And then last game of the season, West Ham away. So sorry.
That's unbelievable.
So in their final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 games of the season, they've got West Ham, Tottenham, Burnley, and Wolves.
Can I ask?
There you go.
That last game of the season, right? Where Leeds play. Where is that, by the way? Ellen Road.
Nope.
It's at West Ham.
Upton Park. Okay. London Stadium.
Do you think it's an interesting question? If they both need a point to guarantee survival,
no, it's not happening. It's not happening.
It must happen.
No, it doesn't happen because you just.
It must happen.
Do you know why? You just can't risk it.
Yeah, but do you not think it'd be a listen?
No,
I can't see. I think they would just stand there for 90 minutes.
In previous World Cups, which was a big,
World Cup.
which was a big flaw where neither team really wanted to
lose the game.
So they just kind of kept possession.
And a draw helped both.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening in this game. I can't see it happening because you've got to think as well. It's all well and good both clubs having a conversation and going, do you know what? There's a chance that we might. Do you know what I mean? So you got people like Jared Bowen, mate. It's like, hold a second, I don't care about that. I need to get to the World Cup. So I
don't know if that's true.
Calvert-Lewin, the other end, gang.
You do need to get to the World Cup, Jared, but you need to be playing Premier League football next season.
And they'll go, we'll beat Leeds then. We'll beat them rather than kind of waiting for the draw. We'll beat Leeds. Yeah, there's too many moving parts for that to happen. It's not happening. That
there aren't that many moving parts.
There are, man.
I don't think there are, mate.
Yeah, so no, that will never happen. But Leeds have got a great chance because they play for the bottom 5.
How are they going to set up tonight? They're going to park the bus?
No, I think Leeds will do what they normally do. They'll have a go.
Daniel Fogg said they won't be doing that, but I just wonder when you get to a game like this, it's all about not losing, not necessarily making sure you win.
Maybe, but no, I always think when you go to clubs like this, if you're Leeds and you go to Man United, I think, you know what, just try and nick a point. Because if you go 1-0 down after 2 minutes, then what happens?
Yeah.
You got to open up anyway, so you might as well go and have a go. Obviously, we know you're in a relegation battle, but don't throw everything out in the first 15. You get picked off. You've got to be cautious. You've got to be patient. But still, you can't go there and park the bus.
A quick word about Manchester United for Michael Carrick. Of course, if he wants the job full time, these are the games where they should be winning, right? Home to Leeds.
Yeah, you think so. You're at home. Listen, you've got a nice little cushion now. You look at the table where Manchester United are. You're in the same. No, actually, you haven't. It's changed. You and Villa got the same points, although you played a game less, which was tonight. Liverpool 52, only a few games behind. But I mean, for what Michael Carrick's done in the short space of time, which it's felt like, he's put you lot right back in contention for the Champions League.
If Man United finish third and you finish second, out of the 2 managers, Arteta and Carrick, who's had a better season?
I think Arteta will still have had a better season because of Arsenal have got quite deep into the Champions League, got to a cup final. They've got to. I know they've not been successful, but they've had a good run.
The happier manager would be Carrick, right?
Oh yeah, in terms of expectation, absolutely. Like Mikel Arteta will get to the end of the season and be like, "Oh my goodness, what's happened?" Carrick will be like, "Unbelievable, not unbelievable for Man United, but from where we were with Amorim to where we are now, back in the Champions League, you'd have to say fair play to him."
Yeah.
Because there was a time. Remember, I took the bet before the season. He wouldn't finish top 8.
That's right.
I mean, I'm going to win the Gyökeres bet though. He's about 15 in front.
Yeah. Yeah, so that levels it all out.
Yeah.
We'll take calls on this from Leeds fans. Are you worried about the drop? Who are your bottom three to go down?
Do you know, Sesko has got 10 goals.
And how many's your fella got?
I think Gyökeres has got like, let's have a look, shall we?
I think I've got about 14, 15.
Gyökeres has got in all comps 18.
Right,
yeah.
That's definitely over. Who are your bottom three to go? Or who's the other one to go down? Wolves, Burnley.
I'm going to say Leeds.
Are you?
Yeah. Because West Ham have got the bit between their teeth.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think Spurs are going.
I think Forest have got a little bit of something when they...
Yeah.
You don't think Spurs... You think Leeds are going down?
My argument will change if Leeds beat Man United tonight.
Yeah. I don't think that will happen.
They need Calvert-Lewin, though. I mean, he's got, in terms of league goals, he's won his last 10.
United haven't played, just quickly, I think for about a month. I wrote it down. What was it? A month? Yeah, just under a month Leeds haven't played for. Like Man United haven't played for.
Yeah.
That's insane, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but at least it's giving Carricker maybe a little bit of time to kind of get the players a little bit of downtime.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Work on one or two things maybe, but...
Okay.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see how you lot come out the blocks tonight.
Live on talkSPORT, Manchester United against Leeds. Bentley, what would the score be?
2-0 United.
Okay. I think, yeah, a convincing 3-1, 2-0. Leeds fans, Bentley thinks that you're the third team to go down.
Who do you think the third team is?
I told you, Spurs.
Yeah.
I told you.
Listen, Calvert-Lewin, he's got one in his last 10 in the league. He needs to start firing again.
Well, for the World Cup he does.
Yeah. Well, for them he does.
For both, yeah. Leeds fans, Bentley thinks you're going down. I don't. Are you worried about the drop? And if you go into the game tonight, what will you be seeing? 03717 22 334. Dial that. Leeds fans, you'll be next. Live on Drive on talkSPORT.
And Tyson Fury, along with Mr. Warren alongside him in the ring, had a look at Anthony Joshua sitting ringside. And Fury honed in on Joshua and said, OK, how about it?
Next, I want to give you the fight you've all been waiting for. I want you, AJ, Anthony Joshua. Let's give the fight fans what they want. The Battle of Britain. And here's my challenge. I challenge you, Andy Joshua, to fight me, the Gypsy King, next. Do you accept my challenge?
Tonight is your night, and you know I'll sit across that ring from you in due time. You ain't going to tell me what to do. I've been chasing you for the last 10 years. When you're ready, you come and see me and tell me your terms and conditions, and I'll have you in the ring when I'm ready. I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
You work for me. I'm the landlord. Remember that. I'm the landlord. You work for me.
Now, I've got to say, Simon, I thought AJ handled that brilliantly.
Yeah, to a point. I think he's absolutely right not to allow the whip hand to be Tyson Fury's, because Tyson's all pumped up after being back in the ring and having just won a fight. The flip side of it is I don't think Anthony Joshua is the landlord. I don't think coming after getting ironed out.
Straight talk sports, man. The Goldstein superstar is Darren Bent. He's got new trainers on as well today. Still to come. We'll have team news ahead of Man United against Leeds. It's live on talkSPORT tonight. Just quickly, Chelsea could put Enzo Fernandez up for sale this summer to raise funds if they fail to qualify for Champions League.
Yeah.
Should he have played yesterday?
Yeah, 100%. He's one of the better players.
Nuts, that was.
Just fine him.
Absolutely nuts. Just fine him. Right, we'll take your calls on all things Leeds. Bentley thinks you're going down. 03717223344. Dazza is a Leeds fan. Daz?
That's me.
How are you, sunshine?
How are we doing? Yeah, good, are you?
Good, very well, thanks. Very well. What would you like to say?
I don't know. I think it's mission accomplished for you guys. Let's wind the Leeds fans up. Is Bentley having a laugh? We're going down. We're playing 4 teams that were lower than us, and we're going down.
Yeah, but they're probably looking at you saying we've got a chance of beating Leeds.
What would you like to say? You there? Sorry. No, I don't know. I think mission accomplished.
We're stuck in some kind of parallel universe.
Kind of loop.
Can you hear us, Darren?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You obviously... Is your radio off?
Well, I was on it a second ago talking to you guys. I've not intentionally got it turned up.
No, but turn it off and talk to us through the telephone.
What else was he talking us through?
He was talking through the phone and then listening to his reply on the radio. That's what he was doing. Right, should we start again, Darren?
Let's start again.
Okay, so you said what makes Benty think that Leeds are going down, and he said, well, all the other teams that you're playing probably think, why can't we beat Leeds?
Well, we've got Wolves at home. We've got Burnley at home. We've got West Ham away, and apart from it going to extra time in the last extra 6 minutes, we totally dominated that game, and we didn't even have a full side out. And we played Tottenham away, and Tottenham couldn't beat Grandma's best 11 at the minute. But we're not going to stay up. I'm struggling to see where that's coming from.
Well, no, as I'm saying there, like obviously Leeds are where they are for a reason. Again, you last few.
Everyone else.
I get that, and that's my point, and that's what I'm saying. They'll be looking at Leeds thinking, well, we can beat them.
But they've all got a couple. You've been to Ellen Road, Bendy. You know what it's like.
Yeah, but I've also been to the London Stadium. I know what that's like. Do you know what I mean? That's hostile. They're playing well. I've seen Wolves. I've seen Wolves push Liverpool. I've seen them draw with Arsenal. So that's not a gimme.
Yeah, no, it's not a gimme. I'm not saying Wolves is a gimme. I think they're playing really well, although they're still below Burnley. I really thought they were going to give Wolves West Ham a game at the weekend.
Is there no way you can go down?
Yes, there is a way that we can go down, absolutely. And as a Leeds fan, we never take anything for granted. But I just think that saying that we're going to go down from the teams that are below us and the fact that we've got to play them all, when we only need, how many points? 7, would you say, out of the last how many games? I think it's very unlikely that we'll go down.
Okay, but you look at your next 3. So you've got Man United tonight. Do you think you'll win?
I think tonight is just a free hit. I think that's how I would play tonight.
Do you think you'll win?
No, I don't think we'll win.
Okay, you got Wolves at home, so you think you'll win that, right?
Yeah, I'll be there on Saturday. We'll beat Wolves on Saturday.
And then Bournemouth away.
No, probably not. Especially with how they played against Arsenal.
The Burnley one is huge for you, but I'm looking at your last 3 games of the season: Tottenham, Brighton, and West Ham. Whew.
Yeah, so Brighton again. That's a bit like a Bournemouth, isn't it? But they're not as good as Bournemouth. Spurs away. It depends whether De Zerbi's got them firing all cylinders by then.
Brighton are above Bournemouth.
Yeah, but I think Bournemouth are playing better, don't you?
I don't know. Brighton have won 4 out of their last 5.
I thought Bournemouth were awesome the other night.
Yeah, listen, they've drawn 4 games. The last 5 they've drawn 4 and 1-1. Brighton have won 4 out of their last 5.
Oh well, just looking at the sides, I just think Bournemouth are a better side.
All right, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Clive's going to share his now. Hello, Clive.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
We're good, man. How are you today?
Yeah, that's bad, thanks. Yeah, looking forward to tonight. Obviously, I still see Leeds Man U as one of the biggest rivalries in English football. You know, the hatred between the 2 clubs and the 2 sets of fans is massive.
Where does that come from?
Well, that's from when does that stem from? Is it the 80s or 70s?
I was born in '84, and I think it was before I was born. So.
Yeah. What's sorry, can I ask, Clive? Can you take us off speakerphone? Is that all right?
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds.
Thanks, mate. It's just when people phone up on speakerphone, it's just so echoey. And what I was going to ask Clive? Is he there? You done it?
Yep.
Okay, that's much better. Thanks, Clive. I was going to say, when you say it's a big clash, I agree with you. I grew up with it as a big clash, but I think it's a generational thing. I think if you ask a 20-year-old or 25-year-old, Leeds Man United, is it a big game? They'd all say no.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it stems from kind of the 90s and early 2000s in terms of that rivalry. Obviously, when Leeds got that win in the cup, when Leeds were League One, it was the first time that Ferguson had lost against a League One team in the cup. I think, if I remember right.
Was that Beckford? Was that Jermaine Beckford?
That's right. Yeah, that was the Beckford goal. Yeah, And when you look at the lineup that Man U put out for that game, there was 6 players that played regularly in the Premier League for them. So it was a strong. Easily should have beaten Leeds but Leeds just had a bit more fight on that day. In terms of like the here and now, though, both teams have got players unavailable for this match. Leeds are missing Stack and Rodon, which are 2 massive misses. James is out. Okafor and Beal weren't featured in the training video that I saw earlier on the website. Gudmundsson did train, which is a massive plus for Leeds, because he's been really good this season. For Man U, I see that De Ligt, Dorgo and Maguire are unavailable, and there's doubts over Mbeumo, Sesko, Martinez and Dalot. So it could be an interesting match on the basis that, there's quite a few unavailable players.
How's Calvert-Lewin been doing, Clive? Because there was a period where he couldn't stop scoring. Now, all of a sudden, I know he got a goal in the FA Cup, and I think he's got 1 in his last 10 league games. How's he been recently?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Leeds' purple patch in the season was ironically between the 2 Man City games. That's when Leeds' form kind of picked up, and that then resulted in Calvert-Lewin's form picking up. He has been quiet, but I think he's lacking service, because Farke got it right with Calvert-Lewin when we started playing with 2 up front. So he'd play Mecha and DCL up front. And that then brought the best out of DCL, because he had more service up front. We were 2 up front. We got wins against Chelsea and Crystal Palace, and comfortably as well. And it just kind of resulted in DCL and Mecha, being really effective up front. Now, with recent games that we've played, DCL's been isolated up front with Aronson on one side and kind of Okafor when he's been available on the other side, and it's just they're not getting the service into DCL at the moment, and that's a bit of a problem for Dominic.
Clive, before I let you go, you've been a great call. What will the score be tonight?
I think, to be honest, I think probably 2-1 to Man U, if I'm honest. I mean, I'd hope for a draw. I think if all the players were available, I think that Leeds would have had a chance of possibly getting a win, but there's too many unavailable players. I do think, though, just to conclude, I think that we'll beat Wolves, we'll beat Burnley, and I think we'll draw against Tottenham, and that'll keep us up on 40
Who's going down then?
Tottenham.
Tottenham going down.
I just think that the form in the calendar year,
I agree.
Not getting a win in the league at all, and they weren't very good against Sunderland either. And De Zerbi notoriously takes about a month to get his point across.
Yeah.
So I think that it might be a struggle for Tottenham.
Okay, Clive, thanks for that. The Spurs game at Brighton, at home to Brighton at the weekend.
Ginormous, isn't it?
I think I haven't got it in front of me. Is it Saturday at 5:30, that one? I've got it in my head. It's Saturday at 5:30. But either way, that game will be absolutely huge.
Yeah.
I don't know what level the Spurs fans can go to next, because when they had the game against Forest and they did that, the parade to G, all that, that didn't work. What happens now?
I don't know, but they're going to have to be singing. It's a tough one, because, listen, when Brighton get the bit between their teeth as well, they're so hard to play.
Good team.
They move the ball about so quickly, the overlaps, do you know what I mean? The front foot play that they do, the getting the midfield, overloads in certain areas as well. It's going to be incredible. And do you know what? Danny Welbeck, of course, Arsenal background, going to Tottenham as well.
Yeah.
You just think it's 5:30, it's 5:30 Saturday.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible, because Brighton's last 3 results, they beat Sunderland, beat Liverpool, beat Burnley. So they're not going to be no mugs. And before that, they lost to Arsenal, but beat Forest, beat Brentford.
Huge game. Huge game. Still to come, we'll have team news ahead of Man United against Leeds. It's live on talkSPORT tonight. But before that, it's time for a bit of no Googling. We want to know who's the last player to move directly between Manchester United and Leeds. Oh, yeah. I was thinking...
I swear it was him.
Who?
The Ollie by your man. Him.
Are you looking at him now? Do you know the answer?
No, I can't see it, but I'm guessing Ollie bought the geezer that... He went from Man United to Leeds.
No. Oh, yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah.
Wide player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He scored a cracking goal recently, didn't he?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Yeah. All that and more coming up in the last 30 minutes. And, of course, the end of show quiz right here on Drive and talkSPORT.
Tottenham Hotspur, this mighty club with a phenomenal stadium, we all know that, of course, are looking at heading to Sheffield United, with all due respect, Birmingham, Swansea, Preston, Stoke next season. Is that what's going to happen? Graham's a big Tottenham fan and joins us live. Graham, good morning. Is that what's going to happen?
I'm sorry to say, I think at the minute, I think it has to be. We'd have to be completely blindsided, I feel, to think anything else. I said in amongst group chats with friends that in January, the moment we slip into that bottom three, I don't see us getting out of it. And I think it's got nothing to do, and this alludes to a point that Simon made, I feel, maybe 10 minutes ago, about not necessarily having that quality, because it's clear that the quality hasn't been there this season. It's about having the fight and the mentality to actually pull yourself together, earn the money that you're being paid, and get yourself out of this and restore some sort of reputation that this football club has got. Unfortunately, I feel for us at the minute, we have too many players that have completely checked out. When the going got tough in and around January, February time, when you actually sat there and thought, we're in a bit of bother here, agents started appearing. Suddenly we've got Van der Ven doing interviews with his dad, and straight away you look at that and go, they're angling for moves already. We've got Paulina, who's on loan, who I actually really like, and I feel he's probably the closest one we've got to someone that's willing to stand up and fight and knows what it takes to try and win games of football. But when you look at, we've put up with Mr. Tickle in goal for most of the season. He's come out and started flirting back with Italy again.
Here are some of the best sledges in Ashes history. Let's start in 1933, Douglas Jardine versus Yabba. Jardine, the notorious captain of the Bodyline series. Yabba, some bloke in the stands who became so famous he now has a statue at the SCG. When Jardine was swatting away flies on the boundary one day, Yabba yelled, "Oi, Jardine, leave our flies alone. They're the only friends you've got." Next, Warne versus Strauss in the Edgbaston Cauldron 2005. Strauss shouted, "Come on boys, he's struggling here," when Warne misjudged the delivery by Ashley Giles. Warne then told Strauss, "Say one more thing to me and I'll hit the next ball for six." Strauss obliged and Warne walloped an enormous six over square leg. Night-night, Straussy. Bowler Jimmy Ormond dealt a stinger to Mark Waugh, brother of Steve, in 2001 when the Aussie all-rounder told him he was nowhere near good enough to play for his country. Ormond replied, "At least I'm the best cricketer in my family." Tough. Wicketkeeper Ian Healy issued one of the great lines after Steve Waugh told Ricky Ponting to field right under the nose of Nasser Hussain. Healy remarked, "That could be anywhere within a 3-mile radius." Poor Nas. And then there's Dennis Lilly on Geoffrey Boycott, who he beautifully described as a man who fell in love with himself at a young age and has remained faithful ever since.
Oh, yeah.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. What about ask question? Who's the last player to move directly between the two clubs? Those clubs, Man United and Leeds.
Dan James.
How much? What year? For 5 extra points?
Between 15 and 20 mil.
No.
More.
Yeah, 25 mil.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't finished yet. It was 15 to 20, flat fee, and with add-ons, 25 mil.
Oh, you got it bang on. Well done.
Thank you.
What year?
So Ollie brought him into United, then he went to Leeds. Some will say he went to Leeds 2019.
No.
2018.
No.
2021.
Yes.
Yeah.
Follow us at 7 Adrian Durham hosts live coverage of Manchester United against Leeds. We could look ahead to that now. Would you believe it? With the man himself. He goes by the name of Adrian Durham. We call him Adrian Durham. Let's say hello and good afternoon or good evening to Adrian Durham.
Adrian Durham saying hello to Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent. Dan James is out tonight, by the way. Do you want to know his stats for the season?
Yeah.
He's had 17 appearances in all competitions, no goals, no assists.
Right, flying.
But he is out injured. They've got some injuries tonight, Leeds, so it could be a bit of a problem for them.
I was going to ask how you are, but now you sort of jumped into the game. We should carry on that chat, shouldn't we?
I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, good. Do you know what? It does. I touched on this earlier, Aid. It does feel like an age since Man United played, but they can put themselves in a brilliant position with a win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they shouldn't blow it from here. In fact, Michael Carrick was asked, if it would be seen as failure if they blow a Champions League place from here, and he said it was a strong word, and then he avoided the question completely. But it is failure. If they don't make it from here with the players they've got and the way they've been playing, then that is a failure, no doubt about it. And this is a perfect platform to get back on track after it's more than 3 weeks, you're right, since they played. So crazy, really. But Leeds at home, they've won one away game, Leeds United. They go for draws away from home, but with the injuries they've got and with Man United in the form they've been in, particularly at home, I can only see one winner here. The big news, though, is Sir Jim Ratcliffe is here. They've started winning, so he's turned up.
Hey, do you know when you look at Manchester United and the Michael Carrick situation, I get it. Listen, he's done a wonderful job getting them back into the Champions League contention. I think they're definitely going to finish in the Champions League places. What do you think the reservations are from the hierarchy about giving him the job? Because it all looks positive, it all looks rosy. Do you think? What do you think the reservations would be in terms of giving him the job?
Okay, well, he's had a job at Middlesbrough and was allowed to leave there, didn't take them up. So you look at that and think, well, has he got the right track record? Has he really got what it takes to manage Manchester United? So you could factor that in. I think the other thing to bear in mind, I think this is important, actually, in this season where Man United are only going to play 40 games. 40 games. It's their shortest season for over 100 years. It's been relatively straightforward. He's not had to come in and deal with cup competitions or European football. He's just had to get it right Premier League. And we've just seen over 3 weeks off. They had a training camp in Ireland while that was going on. So I think he's had it really easy. And that question will be asked as to whether he can manage it on 4 fronts, including Champions League next season. Is he really that man? I think the alternative is, do they get an elite manager in? And when you think about it, I would question whether they have had an elite manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. You could look at Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, but I'm not sure that at those times, that peak time, they were elite.
Hey, let's stay with that for a moment. A mate of mine asked me that very question about 2 or 3 weeks ago about Michael Carrick. And I said, I don't even know what makes a good manager anymore, because there was a time where elite managers meant you were going to win trophies, right? You can go Rafa, you can go Ancelotti, you can obviously go Sir Alex and Wenger and so on. But now there's no guarantee. Even like this young age or new age of managers, young ones coming in like Ruben Amorim. You look at Andoni Iraola, you look at Oliver Glasner, Regis Labrie. There doesn't seem to be any particular blueprint as to what makes a good manager good anymore. Would you agree?
I think it's a great point, mate. Honestly, seriously, it's such a good point. One of the things that's being talked about in this part of the world, and since I've got here, I've been looking around and speaking to people since I got to Old Trafford. And there's talk of Luis Enrique, but he's expected to stay on at Paris Saint-Germain. Now, I would say he is elite, because what happened there was they lost their 3 mega superstars, and he created this incredible team that plays great football and won their first Champions League. So I would have him as probably the most elite manager
if you look,
at this moment in time.
If you look at Keith Andrews, right, I didn't give him a chance. I thought they'd get relegated. I got that massively wrong. But their manager in charge, he went to bigger and better things. It didn't work out for him at Spurs. But no one would have predicted that Brentford would have been as good as they have been this season. They've been above and beyond. I just don't know if there's any actual blueprint as to what makes a good manager anymore. I just think it's, does he look good? Does he fit the bill? Are the players happy with him? Could he do a job? Let's give him a go. Because you get...
I think with Man United, you're looking at what do they need to achieve? Where do they need to be? They need to be winning Premier League titles. They need to be winning Champions League. So do they go for Keith Andrews? Probably not.
No.
You're bringing in a long throw merchant who the fans will get bored with after a little while. You know, and you can get away with losing 2 or 3 in a row at Brentford. You can't at Man United.
But here's the thing.
Man United.
I couldn't tell you why Man United shouldn't go for Carrick. That's my point. There's no reason why they shouldn't. I just don't know why.
No, I agree, but I think it's a deep discussion they've got to have, and they've got to look at the balance of probabilities. Would this man who didn't take Middlesbrough up take Manchester United to European and domestic domination? Would he be able to do that? And they'll have to decide on various factors: his relationship with the players, his tactical ability, how he deals with the media. There's so many ticks in the box from him so far, but like I say, it is an easy season so far at Manchester United, relatively speaking, because they're just not in any competitions.
That's fair.
Leeds.
Leeds,
on the flip side, Leeds. Obviously, they are in a relegation battle. I was saying to Andy, I was looking at a couple of their results, and it's only when I really started the points that they are banging the middle of a relegation battle. Do you give them much chance of staying up? Where are they in terms of favourites to go down, not favourites? You think they'll stay up? Where do you put Leeds?
Well, they're 3 places and 3 points above the bottom 3, so I do think they're among the favourites to stay up. They've only one away. However, they've got 7 away draws. That's picking up points on the road. Farker has basically said a point a game, 38 points should, and if you look at the table, it should be enough to keep you up. And that's what his aim is. But I think they might actually end up with more than that. If you look at their run-in, their next 2 home games are against Wolves and Burnley. If they pick up 6 points, they are safe.
Yeah.
They've also got West Ham away on the final day, and then Spurs away they've got before that as well, which could be absolutely gigantic. But when you're playing Wolves, Burnley, Spurs and West Ham, if you're Leeds and you're in that position, you're expecting to probably win those 2 home games, those next 2 home games, Wolves and Burnley. I would say, I think it'd have to be pretty disastrous between now and the end of the season for them not to go up. My only reservation with that is Rodon is out and he's big at the back for them. Anton Stack, I think, has been one of the signings of the season in midfield. His energy, set-piece delivery, weighs in with goals, assists. He's going to be missing today as well. So it's how long those 2 are out for. If they're out for any period of time, if they miss those 2 home games, that could be a problem. But I'd say Leeds would stay up.
Okay. Man United Leeds live on talkSPORT. We'll have team news for you in just a moment. 3 questions, 1-word answers each, please, Aid. First one, what will the score be tonight?
I can't answer that in 1 word.
We can't 1 word. How do you do that?
Who wins tonight?
Man United 4-0.
Okay, more than 1. Who goes down with Burnley and Wolves?
Oh, Spurs.
Who wins the Prem?
City.
Okay. All answers are correct. Have a good evening, Aid.
Cheers, Aid.
Cheers, lads.
We'll have team news, as I said, coming your way in just a moment, so stay where you are, Man United and Leeds fans. Before that, though, it's time for this.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Yeah, time now for Paddy's Performers in association with Drive's official betting partner, Paddy Power. Today we're looking back at a great weekend of football action, nominating the players we think made a difference and were Paddy's Performers. Now, I would have chosen any player that scored the winner against Arsenal. That's a gimme, because you've performed above and beyond. And Alex Scott did that, but I just thought he played really well actually. He had a really good game, really good player. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I've gone with Alex Scott.
Yeah, you've just been facetious.
No, I would have done anyway, but I thought he was really good.
Yeah, rubbish. No, he was really good. I've gone for Igor Thiago.
Okay.
21 Premier League goals, the
love it.
record in the Premier League. I think Ivan Toney had it before with 20 flat, and so did Visser and Mbeumo. But no, he's gone 21 in 32 appearances as well. Brilliant. 2 goals again at the weekend. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. They wanted to find someone who could kind of fill the void from Ivan Toney. He spent a year out, I think, injured. But wow, has he hit the ground running this year? Wow.
Bournemouth to score first against Newcastle. That's 6-5. That's Saturday, April the 18th. And Igor Thiago, Brentford against Fulham. Both teams to score is 6-10. That one also on Saturday the 18th. There you go. Paddy's performance for today. Catch up with the latest odds at paddypower.com. 18 plus only. BeGambleAware.org. When we come back, one more Billy in the studio. And of course, for the end of show quiz. And more importantly, team news ahead of Manchester United against Leeds live on talkSPORT.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, BeGambleAware.org.
It's going to be some summer of change, isn't it, for Liverpool?
Again, yeah, massive. It's. Do
you think Slot might be part of that summer of change?
No chance. Honestly, I don't say that lightly, but the amount of Liverpool supporters I know are on the same page. The hierarchy aren't daft. They're not stupid. Finishing 5th for Liverpool, I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Irrelevant of the mitigating circumstances.
It might get you Champions League.
Well, it will, and financially that's good, but where they're at is nowhere near. They're nowhere near it. They're only going to probably only get 5th because of other teams failing below them.
How many times did you play for Liverpool? You got a rough ballpark figure.
240, 250.
240, 250. So you must have the absolute utmost admiration for Andy. 373 appearances for the club. He came for 8 million from Hull.
Yeah, but the respect comes from not only his longevity, it's the level of his performance during that period. His numbers are phenomenal, and he's been. I think he's been underrated. I don't think he's ever, in all the success Liverpool have had. Yes, there's times where he's had some plaudits, but it's more been Trent.
Yeah,
you know, the front three on the Klopp, all that's the Henderson, the captain, fantastic. Robbo's gone under, and there's the other thing as well. Last thing on him, it's no coincidence Virgil hasn't been himself because he hasn't had Robbo next to him. That's definitely a factor.
So. Heart says Liverpool, PSG.
No, my heart doesn't even.
talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. A reminder from us at 7 a.m. Dome host live coverage of Man United against Leeds. Team news coming your way in a matter of seconds. Before that, though, competition time. It's a big one as well. We've got 2 tickets for the Wimbledon Championships on Monday, July the 6th, up for grabs. You'll be watching the world's best from the official Wimbledon Devon Tour seats on centre court. How about that? Sounds very fancy. You'll also have exclusive Devon Tour lounge access throughout the day. The perfect place to soak up the atmosphere between matches. By the way, if you love your tennis, go in for this. This is unbelievable price. For your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338. A text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or you can just call 0343 418 7260. Lines closed Thursday at 4 p.m. Blimey, you've not got long at all. Couple of days. 18 plus UK residents only. It's a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. For your chance to win, good luck. Text the word WIN to 83338 now. You been to Wimbledon?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah. What's that the word? The what?
Debenture.
I thought it was debenture.
Is it? I was told it's debenture. Is it debenture?
I thought it was debenture seats. That's what I thought. Well, listen, I might be wrong.
Debenture. Either way, they're good seats.
I was thinking, I know.
Well, I'm just going what my producer Joe. I can't read for toffee. He doesn't know either. Listen, either way, if you text WIN to 83338, you've got a chance to get them, and you can pronounce them however you want. That'd be a great day out. Right, as we mentioned, for last at 7 Adrian Damos live coverage of Man United against Leeds. Team news for that is in. Sam is in, so let's find out what's happening. Samuel.
Yes, welcome to Old Trafford, where there are some changes that are a bit surprising, actually, and we've only just got the team news, it's just dropped, so the eyebrow is raised a little bit to see that Mazraoui has come in for Diego Dallo, who's dropped to the bench. He is around tonight. Martinez has replaced Maguire, who's suspended. Ugarte has come into midfield. There's no Kobbie Mainoo in the squad tonight, which is a little bit of a surprise. He's picked up a knock, I think. Šeško leads the line. Brian Mbeumo is dropped to the bench. So Manchester United 4 changes. Lomans in goal, Mazraoui right back, Yoro, Martinez and Shaw, Casemiro and Ugarte, Amad Diallo, Bruno Fernandes and Matheus Cunha behind Šeško in attack. The bench, Altay, Dallo, Mount, Xerxes, Malacia, Mbeumo, Aidan Heaven, Tyler Fletcher and Shea Lacey. As far as Leeds United are concerned, a couple of changes for them, which raises the eyebrow as well. Mecha drops to the bench. He's one of them. There's no Joe Rodon in the squad, which is a little bit of an issue. He's had a bit of an ankle injury, which has been troubling him a little bit. It was always a big doubt for tonight. So was Anton Stack. Both of them don't make it this evening, which is huge for Daniel Farke. So it's Darlow in goal. I think it's a back three of Biol, Strauch and Justin. Bogle, Ampadu, Tanaka and Goodmanson through the middle. Aronson plays behind Calvert-Lewin and Okafor. Their bench, Luca Perry, Longstaff, Pirou, Nemecha, Bornau, Byram, Nonto, Buonanotte and Ilya Gruev. We're underway at 8 o'clock tonight.
Good work, Sam. Thank you for that, as always. One more Billy's just dropped the iPad. He's in the studio. Very much like one.
Hello.
Nothing wrong with that, by the way, kids.
Absolutely.
In fact, nowadays, good work.
Yeah. You all right?
How was your weekend?
Yeah, great, to be fair. Thank you.
No one cares, mate. Someone come up to me in the street over the weekend and said, why'd you ask Billy what he did the weekend? Because no one cared. And I went, I know.
Yeah.
I know no one cares.
Oh, well.
Oh, you got engaged the weekend. Congratulations.
Cheers. Yeah.
Nice, isn't it? Well done.
Cheers.
Is that a wedding date?
Nah, not yet.
Oh, it's too early.
Probably won't bother.
Is it one of those you got?
Probably won't bother.
Is that because you're pregnant? You had to do it?
Yeah, I had to do it. Again.
Okay.
Pregnant again.
Do you reckon it's yours this time?
Gee, honestly, what has gone?
Can I ask questions like that? What are we doing, Bill?
You were talking about Arsenal earlier.
Yeah, what's it got to do with you?
So
Win, shut up! Sorry, Bill.
The quiz is about bottles.
Oh my goodness, that's unbelievable levels.
Today.
Considering you're sat next to Bentley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuffing me with a pen.
Yeah.
Andy, do you want to go first?
I'd love to go first.
Message in a Bottle is a song by The Police.
Yeah.
Their lead singer is Sting, was Sting. Name 5 more famous people who go by a single name.
Madonna. Maradona.
No, it's not, because Diego Maradona, so it's not.
Okay. Madonna. Cher. Pele.
No, because there's...
No, he's known by a single name. Ronaldinho. Rivaldo.
Just Brazilian. All Brazilians.
I stumbled upon that after 2 and I was like, oh, actually, there's a little theme here.
Yeah, or
Bono.
Shakira. Yeah.
Bono.
Yeah.
There's loads here.
Adele. Bentley, what's the world record for the most successful bottle flips in a row?
Can I have some options, please?
What with the water? And it's got a...
Yeah. 250, 3,000, 12,000.
12,000.
No way.
3,000.
Okay, well.
What's that? Whoever done that, you need to get a life.
It's pretty cool, I think.
I had a couple of mil from it, though.
Huh?
I had a couple of mil from it.
Probably. The world we live in is a bit barking, isn't it?
Andy.
Win, shut up.
How much was the most expensive bottle of champagne ever sold?
Okay. Just the bottle. You didn't get like a Fabergé egg with it?
Don't think so, no.
Okay.
300k, 900k, 2.5 mil.
It's got to be 2.5 mil. Someone's got to splash that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Champagne Avenue Foch, 2017.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. Didn't taste nice.
No.
I sent it back.
Benny, how
Got
big?
Some Blue Nun. Oh, how big? This will be interesting.
How big was the biggest ever bottle of whiskey?
Go on then.
I've still got that.
111 litres, 211 litres, 311 litres.
Hit me that 200 litres.
311. It was called the Intrepid. It was 5'11" inches.
You got that in you?
I was swimming in it this morning.
Yeah, I heard.
32-year-old Scotch.
32-year-old?
Yeah.
Good age.
Andy, a bottle of Coke.
What are you laughing for?
Pardon? What?
A bottle of Coke
Yeah.
is a popular beverage, often served at McDonald's, and their mascot is a clown.
Yeah?
You don't really see Ronald about, to be fair.
No, what's happened to Ronald?
Yeah, you don't see Ronald about.
You don't see Ronald anymore.
No.
Oh, they've dropped him, haven't they? I wonder what he's doing now for a living.
Well, many
parties.
Many people are scared of clowns.
Hold on, I've just been told. Where is he? Oh, he's at the Emirates.
What's the most common fear in the world?
Common?
Yeah.
It's either flying, dogs.
Or drowning.
I don't think it's drowning. Have I got options?
Everyone's probably scared of drowning, aren't they?
So that'd be the right answer then, wouldn't it?
True.
Bill, you literally shot yourself in both feet there. Do you know what? Drowning.
Well, yeah, it is right, I suppose. Yeah. Public speaking, spiders, heights.
Oh, heights? Why'd you put an F before heights?
Because it's flying/heights.
All right. What was the second one?
Spiders.
Spiders.
Yeah, that is right.
No, he's guessed already, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't. Spiders.
Yeah, it's
Go on, Bill. Ready for the last one, please.
Bentley, sticking with clowns. Name 3 more famous clowns that aren't Ronald McDonald.
Doink. Wrestling, WWE. Wrestling. Don't you remember Doink? Used to come up with the little one as well. I can't remember the big one, but there's a little one.
Yeah, you got to go for Arteta.
No, Doink. I'm going to go Andy Goldstein.
Wait,
Yeah.
I've got one for you.
Famous. It.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go for.
I'm not a clown. Need the name.
It is his name.
Is it?
No, it wasn't actually. It was Pennywise.
Should it not be? Is it? No, is it?
Pennywise.
Is it,
and
yeah.
the other last famous clown is
Arteta.
Doink, Pennywise, and Krusty.
Yeah, that's what I had, yeah.
Krusty. Why was he called that? I actually don't answer it.
Bring your lunch, bring your dinner.
Jack's got to press a button, hasn't he? He's got to press a button. Which is why we love him. The drummer will be back tomorrow, as will the producer. One more Billy, no one really cares about. But most important of all, me and Benny will be here to steer the ship forward from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. Stay with talkSPORT Live commentary. Man United against Leeds coming up. Boys on the Sports Bar from 10ish. We'll be taking your calls. Have a good evening. Go on, United. Go on, boys. Manchester, not Leeds.
One thing I did think, though, was I looked at City at Chelsea yesterday, and when they stepped up a gear in the second half, I thought Cherky was fantastic.
Yes, he was.
Second half as well. He gives you something totally different. But what I was going to say was the depth of that squad, that they can bring on Phil Foden and Savinho. They can leave Mamouche and Reinders just sitting on the bench twiddling their fingers, you know.
Yeah.
I think that squad, Arsenal got a great squad too, but I just think that squad depth could be the key in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. That again, they were so impressive second half. I mean, Jeremy Doku, when I'm watching him, Jeff, and I love Liv, the way that every time